How's it going? How's the weather? Hey, has anybody seen our tea server, Ishi? I think they have the green tea that we were waiting for.
Oh, the green tea. I ordered the chai tea, which I know is redundant to say chai tea, but I still like to say it.
Oh, well, they have, I think, all different kinds.
I don't really like tea, I'll be honest.
They got mint tea, chamomile tea,
What about Rubio's tea?
oolong
Maybe some
tea.
Mandarin in there?
I like sleepy time tea when I need to go talk to like my goddess.
Well, let's
That's what I
get
call
our
sleeping.
tea tender Ishi over here, and you guys can make your selection. Oh wait, what is this? I just noticed on my ledger here that it says that Ishi's actually a member of our crew.
Oh,
How fortuitous.
Oh,
Even
that would
better.
that would explain why he never has any tea.
That would explain why they don't wait on us hand and foot. Okay. I was wondering why they weren't bringing us tea when they were supposed to be doing that. Their name isn't actually Tea Tender, it's just Ishi.
oh, okay. Well, welcome to the crew, and thanks for the tea, Ishi.
Welcome back to Sanity Damage, a tabletop role-playing game, actual play live show. I am your Dungeon Master, Nathan, and as always, I'm joined by Cody.
Abraham Blavatsky, and there's nothing you can say or do that'll change my mind from killing Zugzaganku right now.
Pippin.
Tor. I had a line, but now it's gone. To the next.
Ellen.
Penelope Whitlock. Zugjagonk who?
Maggie.
They call me Finn. I really like that lady's hat.
And Alex.
Orf. Ellen, you took my intro line again.
No!
It's an ongoing theme now.
Join us on episode 81 of our first campaign, To Whom the Sea Belongs. Last time that I was here, so a month ago on recording time, you made a bargain with the new Emperor Bozu Naga, and you borrowed one of his airships to travel to Monosokatan, the resistance village in the mountains of Shikyodai, where monsters and various members of a resistance on Shikyodai have been holding out against Bozunaga. In the tea house here, one of the two tea houses in this village, you saw the rock lobsters. Penelope has certainly seen them before. I'm not sure if the rest of you have, but they're just kind of, practicing their routines. They're not putting on major shows or anything right now, but they're there. But more importantly, more dramatically, I suppose, you came face to face with Zugjaganku, a character who no one has ever seen before, but who the original party was chasing for some time before they veered off to do their own thing. So, all of that said, we're gonna jump back in now. Quickly though, we listed the names of a whole bunch of teas during that shout out. Several of them are available in some capacity at thehomebrewpodcast.com/shop, where you can get Clacker's Sanity, or you can get Heidi's Sanity, you can get Clacker's personal brew of tea, lots of different delicious flavors of teas. So go to thehomebrewpodcast.com/shop to get your own tea. All right, let's jump back in. I believe we left off with Zugjaganku saying, "I've been dying to meet you." Something to that effect. I can't remember the exact phrase.
We've come a long way to find you.
Care to join me for some tea?
Oh, jeez.
Are we really going to bother? I'm sure you know why we're here.
You say that as though you're looking for confrontation, if I had to guess. I don't think it has to come to that, necessarily. I mean, it depends on what kind of confrontation you're talking about. She'll throw a wink at Abraham.
Are you not responsible for Cliffs Bay?
Sit. Let's talk.
Would now be a wild time to use divine intervention?
I thought you were resisting
Yes,
it.
but go for it.
It's like, no, use Spirit Guardians right now.
Right now.
Listen, taking this serious conversation with this like boppy music going.
I know,
the
it's-
rock
I'm
lobsters
into
are in the
it.
side just practicing their different songs. Right now they're playing Pebbles Beneath My Toes.
Oh my god.
I was about
Oh
to
my
say, I
God.
thought they left, but no, that was Craig who left.
No, Gregory's on
Craig
a boat.
left, yes. The rock lobsters are here.
All right.
Divine Intervention. 10th level cleric ability. What?
I'm a 10th
Yeah,
level
that's the
cleric.
ridiculous. So,
Oh.
okay, so it does not trigger.
Aw.
What was
That
it
would've
that
been
you were
cool.
trying to do, though? Like,
I was gonna smite Zugjiganku.
Oh my god.
I was gonna say if it was something less like direct or more nuanced, I would work it into the scene like in some small way. But your hand blows a little bit. That's it.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
Zachikanku fidgets with a shell that her outfit. She's got a very flamboyant pirate outfit. It's got a bright red like outer coat, vibrant like hot pink and a maroon blouse underneath, and like a halter top with a seashell bra. And various snail shells and starfish like ornamentation on her outfit. So she twists one of the shells that's like down by her hip, and then she'll look at you and she'll say, "I did. My hand was forced in Cliffs Bay. I did things that I wish I didn't have to, but sometimes you play by the rules that are assigned to you."
And what's your excuse for the current situation?
The current situation, define that. The world storm, the resistance to Bozunaga. I'll take credit for the latter.
And not the storm?
Again, I do what I can.
I don't see how we can resolve this peacefully, because I am opposed to the storm.
I'm sorry, as am I, if I didn't make that clear.
You didn't.
No, that wasn't very clear. From what we're aware that you were the one who's responsible for the mind flare infestation in Cliffs Bay, and like killing a bunch of our friends and loved ones. So yeah, not very clear.
Okay. Easy mistake to make. But just because I am a mind flare does not mean I think like all mind flares. Obviously, the challenge is, definitionally, I am part of a hive mind, which is very difficult. That's why I can only talk freely for a very short time. That shell that I just twisted is a shell of non-detection. It allows me brief moments of autonomy, but otherwise I am consigned to an eternity of infinite voices in my head. It is never silent. I am never alone. I envy you. I envy your individualist existence. You don't have to worry about it anywhere else but yourself.
How are we supposed to believe you? Like I said, bunch
She
of
shrugs.
dead friends.
Shrug Jiganku.
I
I wish I had some easy way to snap my fingers and prove to you that I meant no harm, but
Me too. It's like I wish I had like some sort of zone where you could only tell the truth.
Do you have that?
No.
look, I mean, If you did, that would be wonderful, but my non-detection shell interferes with that kind of magic as well. It could help, but if I were to have to tell the truth, I would also open up all of our conversation to the entirety of the collective. I know what a bind that puts us in. I do.
I mean, surely, like, can't you just, like, disconnect from the Mind Hive? Can't you just, like, piss them off enough that they're, like, shut you out?
No, that's not how they do things. If I pissed them off that much, they would just kill me, and then I would be useless to resisting them. Let me put it to you this way: Have you ever done anything that you didn't want to because it was expected of you?
Yes.
Penelope thinks back to very, very, very long sermons at the convent on, like, a hot, sunny day.
I mean, Abraham
Yeah.
thinks to like a week ago when he sacrificed the island to its demise because his dad
Do you
very-
vocalize any of that?
No.
Okay.
Two very different ends of the spectrum there, isn't it?
Right. Okay, if you don't vocalize that, then she'll just... I mean, you vocalized yes, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, I mean, maybe... I'm sorry, I don't know your... My name is Zug Jiganku. I think you know that. I haven't had the pleasure of meeting all of you.
Well, we cleaned up your mess back in what is now Kokiris, and we're here to do it again.
Do you see a mess here?
There's a
Yeah,
giant
kinda.
death cloud.
Yeah.
Okay, the world storm notwithstanding, I agree that's a problem that we have to take care of.
There's
in this
also
town-
Starting right now with you. You're the one doing it.
She rolls her eyes. I am trying as much as I can to stop it, but I can only stop it as much as a thumb can stop a person from opening a door.
Well, you need thumbs to turn handles.
Yeah, thumbs are kind of very important parts of opening door handles.
Okay, so maybe I'll be effective. Maybe. But
I can
I'm
stop
not the...
somebody from opening a door with my thumb.
I feel like you're telling me that I should chop off this thumb because it's going to open the door.
If it's... Look. You... Again, I'm linked to the collective more often than I am not. So I'm aware that you have met Nyarlathotep, Cthulhu's avatar.
And you don't know our names, but you're connected to the collective?
I'm trying to be polite, Penelope.
Fine.
There's no need.
There's always a need for civility. I mean, you know, the bedroom notwithstanding. Look, you've spoken with Nyarlathotep. You've seen how insane that crustacean is. That cephalopod is. If his plan goes exactly according to what he thinks it will, then fine, that's one thing. But more likely than not, that's a what did he say? A 5% chance of ending everything for everyone? That I can't play those odds.
Okay.
Would now be a good time for an insight check?
Sure.
You know, probably the more appropriate move than like a divine intervention, but here we are. Ooh, dirty 20.
All right. Let's see.
Do I trust her? Do I believe her story? Is what I need to know.
Right. She legitimately does not like Nyarlathotep's plan. That's what you're getting. She speaks of him with actual like contempt.
But that doesn't mean she's not sympathetic to the cause. She just doesn't like its plan.
There's room for interpretation there.
Okay. Interesting. Thank you. So, what is your plan exactly? You're just playing both sides?
Playing both sides. No, look, in a world without Nyarlathotep, you and I would probably be fighting right now, physically. Was that Penelope we just lost?
She's out.
There we go. Now she's back. Look, I'm sorry that I frighten you so much that you feel the need to just leave the server, but
It's only like a
I'm not
second. I have no
convinced
idea
that
what happened,
wasn't-
y'all.
I'm not convinced that wasn't Mind Flayer.
Yeah, it was
Okay,
gnarly
look,
tea leaf.
here's the thing. Here's what I'm trying to say. In an ideal world, in a world without Nyarlathotep, there's a good chance that we would be fighting right now. But the fact is, Nyarlathotep exists and is doing his mad shenanigans, his plan. Personally, I believe that the likelihood of Cthulhu messing things up worse than he could potentially fix them is too high to awaken him, or too high to take that risk. Yes, there are obligations that I have to the collective by the nature of being a mind flayer. I feel a prisoner to that. I wish I could break out from that, but I can't. So I will play my part because I have to. That doesn't mean that I won't try to play my part in such a way that they don't destroy everything.
Do you mind if I have a private conversation with my friends? Are you going to eavesdrop?
I will not eavesdrop.
Penelope squints. Like, okay.
We shuffle aside.
Yeah.
She will twist off her like conch shell that she had and toss it to you. That'll give you non-detection.
Okay. Thank you.
She goes back to sipping her tea.
Then we shuffle outside. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
I'm not convinced we shouldn't just kill her.
I get the vibe that she's really not liking Nyarlathotep. And I hate. I also want to kill all the mind flayers. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But like, is an enemy of our enemy our friend? We don't have a lot of allies right now.
I'm just not seeing a whole lot of usefulness that she provides.
She has insight to the collective's plans. She's still
Maybe.
connected to them.
Maybe so.
And perhaps she can, do some subterfuge for us and like give them false information or whatever. I don't know. I really also want to fight her. Guys, thoughts from the group?
I mean, I can't really. To be honest, I was very distracted by the ad, but if I'm. That being said, I mean, I don't know. I understand where you're coming from, Penelope, with the enemy of my enemy, but how do we know that she doesn't secretly still consider us her enemies in some kind of way and is just gonna like double cross? It's all very suspicious. What with the mind flayers, the last ones I encountered, they were trying to serve us people on a plate. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Valid points. I hear you. You're heard and you're seen. Have you ever seen a mind flayer dressed like that?
No, God, that's fabulous, though, isn't it?
Right? That must mean that she must be like different because they all wear like the same like black robes and it's like kind of scary and ooh, but
But
she's
wouldn't
like,
that be what a mind flayer would want you to think? Like, wouldn't it be the easiest way to be like, oh, look at me, I'm an individual because I wore a nice hat, and none of my other friends usually do that. There's an argument for you. I hate to be the devil's advocate, but I could see it both ways. This is
I
I
think
know.
that if they want any hope of letting us let them alive, they need to prove it by doing something to help us.
Isn't she already trying to help us? She's like, helping the resistance to get rid of Boznagu.
How is that helping us?
I mean, it was kind of on our bucket list.
I suppose, but so what? We just
Well-
let her keep poisoning the world?
No.
what would you suggest, Abraham, as a potential offering of like her helping us?
If she can't do it herself, then she lets us stop the world fire somehow. If she were to stand down in such a way to, I don't know, maybe even attempt to make it look like she's trying to stop us, but just fail.
All right, I see where you're coming from.
I feel like if she can't provide any immediate use, she's more useful dead. But I'm not the leader here. This is a, group of individuals, unlike the
Yeah,
collective,
I thought Tor was the leader.
Tor might be the emperor, but I don't know if he's our leader.
Long may he reign.
Long may he reign.
Any thoughts, Tor?
Tough questions. I really want to kill her, but she could be useful. But can we really trust what she says?
I
That's why I feel
posit.
like we need to... Oh, go ahead.
Can we trust what anyone says?
I do. Should we proposition the world storm thing I mentioned? Or is that a bridge too far? Should we ask for something lesser?
Yeah, I feel like we need to do like a something that can be achievable in this town.
Isn't this
Like-
the source of the world storm? In the region?
Oh God.
I cannot think of any information I've given you that would make you think that.
Oh, I guess I just assumed.
Yeah, the source of the world storm that you I think you're far enough south of it that you wouldn't actually be directly in it anymore. But the world storm that hit Shikogawa at the northernmost portion of this island was from Kelwaruma. It's the boat of Sankuriang. I'm not sure you would know that necessarily, Abraham, but
Oh,
it's clear that it's coming from the north.
I see. Yeah, I don't think there's any way we would know that, but okay, so it's not coming from this area. We're good to know.
Yeah. In fairness to Abraham's idea, there are verifiably mind flayer associated monsters outside of the town. You saw them on the way in, but they were not aggressive. Distinctly behaviorally different from how they acted in Cliffs Bay, but there's hydras and quaggoths, both of which are frequently seen with mind flayers, or have been thus far in this campaign.
Would anyone happen to have a sacrificial offering appropriate to my religion worth at least 25 gold pieces.
Oh yeah, I keep one on me at all the time.
Oh, perfect.
No, I don't have one.
Tor looks at Raven.
Oh.
No.
Whoa.
I have a number of frilly socks. Would that be?
We have a bunch of mismatched gloves. Well, at least
Oh, the
Alex does.
gloves.
I don't know if Laeri would like that very much. Okay.
Tor looks at our
he
force
Raven?
hat.
Don't even think about it. I tip my fedora to him.
As you tip it, Tor grabs it. No.
I'm doing a performance check to see how spectacularly I tipped it. It
Oh,
wasn't a good
no.
tip. I rolled a
No.
2.
I mean, if that is a poor tip, then I am tempted to grab it.
No, leave my hat alone. It goes with the outfit. Also, that coat that she's wearing. Do you guys think it's Versace?
Who knows?
I don't know, with that tip and that sleight of hand, I think I might have to have your hat.
Tor's gonna have all of the hats by the end, just
The hat
stacked.
collector.
It's inside
Right.
my crown now.
He wears a lot of hats in the
Exactly.
literal sense.
Bandit, pirate,
Pharaoh.
pharaoh, soon to be emperor.
What's Arv's perception?
My perception. Where's my perception? Why can I not find?
It should be under attributes.
I have good perception.
Well, what do we propose? That she helps us kill Bozanaga? And then what?
Well, we also need to kill Elagoshi, remember?
I don't necessarily remember that part, but okay. I'm in.
I don't remember that part either, to be perfectly honest.
Were we
Um,
not supposed to kill
This is a secret.
Elagoshi?
This is a secret Penelope thing. Actually, trying to plant the seed. Weren't we also going to kill?
I think the idea
Emperor-
was kill Elagoshi and Zug Zug.
Oh, yeah, that's all right.
In order to secure the boat from Emperor Bozanaga, sure.
Yeah, we said
Well,
that we were
natural
gonna
defense.
stop the
We thought it was
rebellion.
a mind flayer thrall.
Yeah.
No.
We should find
That
that,
was a
out.
lie.
Because
I thought
that
we were-
could affect my decision.
I mean, that's what we just thought, you know. He was working with her to, so probably a thrall.
Yeah, should we bring him over here and talk to him?
Yeah, we need to find him. I think he'll have more information.
He's literally just inside. Should we just poke our heads in?
Yes.
What can we get from her? Is the
Her hat.
question. No, I meant,
I would have that. I would. I
do
would.
we
I
leave
vote
her here?
A hat.
Do we, quote unquote, fight her off so she can go somewhere else? Do we ask her where they're attacking next? Like,
What are they called? The thingies. Why can't I think of the name?
Mind
Uh,
flayers?
No,
The
the
collective?
Jushpatar liar pieces.
The Jushpatar liar pieces.
That's what they're called.
I mean, I obviously have thought of the name of the thing as I said the thing. I was like trying to think of it and then remember.
Ishtar.
Pippin, I think you're thinking of the Jushpatar liar
I hate all of you.
pieces.
I hate all of you. But
You're right,
the idea
yes.
of time asking
We,
which one they're going for next,
right,
So we can-
yeah.
intercede there.
We gotta
Um,
ask for a bunch of information.
Kind of
have
maybe
to-
what their weakness is.
Dying.
That would be good to know. Because it seems like maybe we should start taking an offensive, maybe a little bit. A stand, as it were.
So we're thinking about asking her for information.
But, like, we can't
As-
verify that the information is going to be true
True, but
until she proves somehow that she's... I don't know, guys. My gut, my instinct is just saying that she's being very... she doesn't like Narlatili.
I understand her logic because I follow it myself. That 5% chance of destroying everything is far too great. It's just hard to know where the collective begins and the Zugjiganku ends. Like, is there even a Zugjiganku? Is this some sort of lie? I'm not convinced that they even are individuals. I think it's some sort of puppet show.
You think there's, like, multiple Zugjigankus?
Well, I'm sure that there's just this hat, but I mean that if I was a many-faced entity, I would definitely puppet around my little entities and be like, my name's Abraham, or my name's Craig, or my name's Rock Lobster number 17.
Insight
No.
check on Abraham.
Okay, well, I'll tell you, I'm not a collective. I'm not I don't think you need insight to know that.
It's a big old natty one.
Abraham
total
is
9.
definitely part of the collective.
Yeah, right now you definitely think he's part of the collective.
That sounds like something someone part of the collective would say, Abraham.
I know, that's why I said it.
It sounds like inside the Rock Lobsters have progressed onto their next album, and they're rehearsing that now.
Oh my god.
And also, do we tell Elagoshi that, like, hey, by the way, we are trying to stop the rebellion in order to get an airship from Bozanaga, but then we're really gonna go back and kill Bozanaga and maybe install our own puppet?
I am no puppet.
I guess. Maybe we could ask him how big an airship he'd be willing to give us if we worked for him. Because Bozonaga's not going to give us the flagship.
Do we need a flagship? I mean, we totally wrecked the last ship that we had.
well, there was a Kraken involved with that, to be fair.
Yeah. There's no sky krakens, right?
Not that I'm aware of.
They're called dragons.
No.
Well, those mostly hang around on like islands and stuff.
We saw how quickly Nathan made Tropical Yeti. Don't tempt
Yeah,
him
don't
with Sky Kraken.
don't tempt him with a sky kraken.
Wow. I don't know. I say kill them all, let God sort them out.
Which one?
I guess all of them.
Whichever ones are left at the end.
I'm starting to get very confused about our plan. The end game is that we get the airship, right?
Well,
And if you happen to stop Cthulhu along the way, then that's a plus. But the end game
Yeah.
is the airship.
Yeah.
So our original plan was
Come
We
here
met-
and kill Zug Zug.
no. So our original plan
Well, that
was we
was the whole
stopped.
reason we came here, right?
That was the stopover, was to kill, like, really quickly kill Zugjiganku and then leave. But then we met friends and they were like, hey, Bozanaga, more like Bozonaga. And
I said that.
remember we said we'd help the rebellion because they have bombs under the city. And we were like, oh, cool, we have a meeting with Bozanaga, and we were gonna try to kill him. But then we're like,
Right.
hey, let's give us an airship, and we'll take care of your, like, rebel city problem. So we did that instead, and he said to give him proof that like we've squashed the rebellion. But really we were gonna come back and try to have Tor V1 him. So we're kind of playing both sides, but also our own
100%.
side right now.
Right.
So I think that's where it's getting confusing. It's like we've pledged allegiance to both sides.
Does Elogashi want to be emperor?
Yes. His brother challenged Bozunaga to a 1v1 honor duel, but
Right.
died. And Elagoshi is like the next in line to be the new emperor should the rebellion do its thing.
Would like to be my steward.
Yeah, that's my suggestion. Like, what if we offered him a high-ranking council position in our new regime?
I thought we tried to offer that, or we like presented that as like an option, and they seemed pretty like hell-bent on no, he's going to be the. Am I remembering that wrong? I feel like
No.
we.
I don't think you've spoken with Elogashi at any
Yeah.
length.
No, but
No,
we
no, no.
spoke
With
to-
the buddies, we like kind of
The
like
rebellion.
seeded the question. Yeah, the
Yeah.
rebellion. We
Oh,
seeded the
yes,
question.
yes.
Yeah,
Like,
they did
what, how would they
drugs.
think about?
The,
Yeah,
the
what would
frogs
they
want to
think
be
about that?
frog rulers.
Yes, the
Right.
frogs
they
definitely
want to
want
be in charge of their own
rulers.
government. And
Yeah,
I
exactly.
floated by democracy, and they're like, that's stupid.
Yeah, they're
Yes,
What?
that's right.
So
Are there three factions?
quick
Is that what I'm
recap.
learning?
The frog people claim allegiance to Elogashi's faction.
Claim.
So they're also very clearly intent on doing
Because
their own thing.
Elagoshi
So you
and
could say there are at
Yoshinori,
least three factions, maybe more.
Maybe more.
the bank is
Well,
its
it
own
sounds
faction,
like we're a
probably.
fucking faction now, bros.
We are
Exactly.
a faction.
I don't even know where to begin. This is like
I have a weird
Christmas.
question. I have a weird question. Is there a way, or do we know of a way that, like, if a mind flayer like did mind flayery stuff to one's head,
Right.
would it like link you up in such a way that like you could almost have a person operate as like a lie detector on a mind flayer?
Well, there would be signs,
You know what I'm
right?
saying?
They get the cuttlefish eyes, right?
I'm not
know
sure.
that.
Sorry, I don't know if I follow what Finn is proposing.
Like, okay, if we've been trying to figure out how do we find a way to prove that whatever, you know, information we might be trying to get from Zugzhugonku is true, what if there's a way to basically be like, we want to ask you some questions, but we want to know that we can trust what you're saying, so we're gonna have you, you know, I don't know, if you
Vulcan
hold
mind
so and so's hand, yeah, or Vulcan mind grip so and so over here, so that they're linked up
I see
with
what you're-
you,
I'm picking up
so
what you're
that-
putting down.
so that we can have somebody literally like in your head as well verifying if you're saying something true or not. Is that a thing?
Yeah. So you could propose that to her. If she was telling the truth about the shell that you're holding now that is granting
Mhm.
non-detection to your party, then that same shell prevents like telepathy in that sense. So either you can do that, but then the collective can listen in.
Wait, Tor.
Gotcha.
Try
Or you
to
can't.
try to
Huh?
Tor, try to talk to me, but like don't say anything.
What?
Try to telepathy with me. Because if she's telling the truth and this thing can't this thing protects from the collective, then Tor wouldn't be able to use his telepathy.
Why?
Just to see if it
Rings
works.
out in your head.
It doesn't.
Does it? Oh. And wait, Tor, I'm waiting.
Various things are being said, but only I know what they were.
Yeah, it works. I mean, the shell works. It prevents any telepathic communication.
I see.
So we've corroborated like part of her story. And
True.
that leaves what are we going to do with Elagoshi and the resistance? Because we kind of told Bozanaga we were going to stop the resistance, but we told the frogs that we were going to help the resistance. So
Why don't we just tell Elogashi we'll help him too then? And then they can all fight each other, and whoever lives at the end will come kill them too and clean up the mess.
I don't know if that's like, do we want to be responsible for another like civilization to govern?
I look over at Tor.
I was gonna say Tor's already gonna be emperor. Long may he
I
reign.
personally don't, but I say we just ask whoever will give us the biggest ship and work for them. But I understand the title is a lot.
Bozanaga
And if-
is a tyrant who is starving and spying on his people potentially.
Yeah, so if we had a nation to control, we could send its army to fight mind flayers, and they have a whole
Exactly.
fleet of airships, and
I
this could be
become
our new
emperor.
fortress that I could, I could carve some magic runes and do like a teleportation thing here, and
I was more concerned with like helping the people and
Well, I
making
think
sure.
Bozanaga-
to live through the world
He's-
storm mind flayer annihilation that's about to happen. Me too.
I thought the plan was to kill Bozanaga no matter what. That was
Well, I think ultimately
that's just
we
like an
are.
in-game part. I thought.
I do want my coffin back.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he
And
was
if
gonna
we
take
owned
the
nation,
sarcophagus
we
back.
we could charge the taxes.
But should we? Because it's like a pretty extreme taxes, and we have a
cut it
lot
in
of money.
half and be considered very good people for it.
As the
That's-
emperor, I could change the taxes.
There we are.
In
That is
Bozanaga.
a repercussion I didn't expect. If you levy a 25% tax, you make a buttload of money and you look like a benevolent ruler.
We would look great, guys.
I can install.
Taxes are coming down 25% for everybody across the board.
I can install Yushi as my steward to rule my place as I travel with you.
That could be. I think that could be definitely a leveraged. I bet we could convince him of that.
Yeah, but we need to give Bozanaga proof that we squashed this rebellion in order to get back an audience with him.
We convince Zug Zug to bring us one of her monsters, slay it, tie up Yushi, bring him back with us.
Not Yoshi, Elagoshi.
Elagoshi.
Yoshi's running as a very nice gentleman running a clothing boutique in the city.
Right.
Fair enough. So it sounds like we need to just take Zugjiganku at face value. Is that what I'm hearing?
For the time being, I think, like I said, like she could give us some. We need to prove that she is on our team. Maybe we come up with some sort of task. Like in old folklore, they would be like, "Hey, do these 3 tasks, and prove your might or your devotion or whatever." Is what I remember reading a lot, and then, some sort of ruse, take it back to Bozanaga, challenge him to a 1v1 honor duel with Tor. We buff the crap out of Tor before that fight, and take it from there.
Right, and if Tor starts to lose, we just jump in and help, because it turns out it was never a 1v1 honor duel.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Anyone who is a fan of the Rock Lobsters will hear that they are on to practicing their 3rd album.
Man, these guys
Should we
have
talk to
proof of
Elagoshi?
Bops on bops.
Should I call him out here?
I guess. Are we? Okay, yes, I guess. Right now, don't mention the whole plan yet about.
The only question is if
Time-wise.
we will have to fake fight Zug Zug for her to have a reason to have lost her position in this place.
Can't we like say like, oh, we've brought you my most dutiful lord. We've brought you a captive Elagoshi. to show how we've squashed the rebellion and do with
Yes.
him. We've given you the honor of his final execution, and then surprise 1v1 honor duel.
I thought that's what I said.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't.
It's the teacher and the high school student.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Now the question is, for Zug Zug, will we have to fight her so she has a reason to leave for the Mind Flayers?
I guess.
Yeah, well, I guess we have to talk to her.
Should we talk to Elagoshi first?
Probably.
Or should we just talk to them both at the same time?
We might want to talk to him first, because if he's unreasonable or unwilling, we might have to just,
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Penny literally just sticks her head inside the tea house and yells, Elagoshi! Yoo-hoo!
Oh, hello. He bounces over to speak with you.
Do you mind stepping out and having and just like shooting the breeze with us?
Oh yeah. He'll walk outside. He's
It's a
clearly
pleasure
waiting for you to-
meet you.
Likewise. I wish it was under better circumstances. Trying to avenge my brother is tough work.
Indeed.
Sorry for your loss.
Oh, happens.
Can you open your eyes really wide? I want to get a good look at them.
Yeah, he does so.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at. Happens.
He opens his eyes wide. They are normal human eyes. They I want to say they're green eyes, but if they happen to
I feel
You know,
like
I-
Luigi has blue eyes, but maybe I'm wrong.
well,
Hey, the expert over here.
I'm going based on what I did with the Hero Forge character. I don't want to say one and then say another later and have you all be like, "Whoa, it's a big clue." Like, no, it's just Nathan forgetting.
Whoa, it's a
Um,
big clue.
Why do I know that Luigi
yeah.
had blue eyes?
They are blue eyes, in fact.
Are you a Luigi fangirl, Cody?
I mean, I guess he's all right.
Little do we know, Cody has a closet
Oh my
full of Luigi
gosh.
costumes.
Anyway, Elogashi is standing there with his normal blue human eyes.
Okay. Can you tell us when you first met Zug Jiganku?
Oh yeah, it was 3 weeks ago.
Has she tried to eat your brain?
She's offered, but she's respected my boundaries.
What?
Consent is important, y'all.
Have you allowed her to eat others' brains?
I have only seen her. I mean, luckily, I haven't seen anything myself. I don't think I would want to, but she's respected the consent of the people of the town.
And
Have there been people consenting to having their brains eaten?
A couple.
Oh,
really,
They're fine though. It's not like
find
it
that
killed
highly
them.
suspect. It doesn't kill you. Okay. I find
Not
it
the way
highly
she does
suspect
it.
on the left.
oh my god.
No,
How
she's
did she do it?
she's mutated them into monsters. They protect the town now. That gentleman over
aware-
there, and he points to someone who looks like what's the Hulk enemy? Abomination.
Oh, God.
Yeah, looks like Abomination now, basically. The like
Oh.
frilly ears and the scaly like orangutan build. Yeah, he used to be a person, like a human. But you can see he's fine.
So like, what's your game plan? We met your frog friends in the sewers.
Oh yeah, they're huge. I love those guys. They are ready to strike once we all get in place. Then we will we'll strike the the city, the castle of Bozunaga. I will avenge my brother Marioku, and become emperor.
And do you
Okay.
want to be emperor?
Sounds like a lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I mainly don't want Bozunaga to be emperor, but I'm kind of leader of the resistance, so it seems like it should be me. Good. And he looks at you, Tor. Oh, nice hat, by the way. That looks really nice.
Thank you.
No, do you have someone else in mind?
We could figure it out.
I'm open to ideas. If one of you wants to be emperor, I'm happy just being like the head general or something. I'm better at that anyways.
Okay. Well, we can talk about it when we get there.
So this is kind of should we tell him? Should we tell him? I'm sorry, I'm getting in trouble for like speaking when I'm not supposed to speak sometimes, but I feel like we should probably let him in on the plan.
I mean, you're here to join the resistance, right? That's why you came to Monosokaton?
Kinda.
Okay.
You see, Tsukchikanku and us have a very complicated relationship.
Yeah, she kind of my hometown, she kind of led a mind flare invasion and killed a bunch of our friends and loved ones, and we had to fight off the mind flares in a multiple very epic battles. And then we tracked her here. And surprise, she's working with you guys, and we're very confused about it.
She led a mind flare invasion?
Yeah.
She was there?
Pretty sure.
Allegedly.
At one point, she was there.
So you saw her?
Well, we didn't, but this guy named Kraz, I'm pretty sure did.
He saw her lead an invasion.
Something like
Well,
that.
he saw her. There.
I know this sounds very circumstantial, but are you aware she's a mind flayer, right?
Yes, I'm aware she's a mind flayer.
Are you aware of the nature of mind flayers being a part of the collective?
I am. I'm also aware that she has protected the city and helped us repel multiple attacks from Bozunaga's forces.
Okay. Well, I think our proposition is that she goes away and we help you defeat Bozunaga.
I would be happy for the help defeating Bozunaga, but she's been a big part of that so far. I mean, she's the only reason that the city hasn't been taken over.
See, I have this sinking suspicion that as soon as you win, she's gonna eat your brain.
She's offered, but she's respected my answer.
I know she seems super cool right now, but what happens when you win?
Well, then I become emperor or general if one of you wants to be emperor.
Right, and then she eats your brain.
Well, no, because I'd be general and I'd be more powerful.
Mind flayers don't care about your rank. They'll just like glomp onto you.
We're willing to make a tenuous agreement where she doesn't have to die today, but I do think she has to leave.
Well, I think she can help us, kill the Emperor, maybe.
I mean, the more allies, the better, right? That's kind of how I see it. Why
Yeah,
not
enemy.
have the collective, I mean, not the whole collective. I can't say her name. Zugzug. What if we have Zugzug also help me, who having you also help me? That's a lot of people. You look like powerful adventurers like myself. And then I lead some of the, the people of the city. Zugchikanku leads her monsters. And, of course, my frog friends back in Shikogawa also. Like, the more the merrier, right? In this case?
Yeah.
What if we had amongst us, because it seems like the concern again always comes back to, do we really trust Miss Zugzug here? What if we plan for everything up until the point of, again, we're definitely getting rid of Bozanaga. One of us here will be the emperor and the general,
Not
and
saying you.
we'll get all of that. No, we'll get it all sorted, obviously. But as far as Zugzug goes, if for whatever reason anybody at any point within this group has suspicion of her turning on us or trying to kill us or any of the like, we have like maybe like a safe word, and we just end it right then and there.
Right.
Like it's
some sort
like
of
a
carte
goat.
blanche for murder.
Yeah, banana should be the safe
Banana.
word, the code word.
Would that be more reasonable for you, Elogashi, if we just had a safe
Yeah.
word and we all killed her?
Oh,
And then
I
that
don't
way,
think there's any need to. She
prove
respects
herself in that
safe
way.
words.
Well,
yeah,
then she would respect that, right? Right?
She
By
wouldn't
that
respect
logic?
being killed, but I think that if the safe word was for her to leave, I think that she would be amenable to that.
Interesting.
This seems like a weird kink
Leave or be
relationship.
killed.
Should we kind of also tell you what we told Bozanaga?
You spoke with Bozanaga?
Yeah,
We talked
a
with the
little bit.
resistance, and then we told them we had the ability to talk to Bozanaga the next morning, which was a couple days ago.
And like we
Talked to
did.
Bozanaga. He wants us to kill you. Our plan is to be with use you, not dead, to confront Bozanaga, quote unquote, destroying the rebellion, and honor duel him to the death.
So we need to get...
Wait. So you made a deal with Bozanaga, the emperor of this region, to come here and then secretly change sides and help me?
Yeah.
I don't think it was a secret.
He didn't.
Well, from him, I mean, he
For him, it was
Oh, I
definitely a
see. Yes,
secret.
that
Yeah,
was a
not for
secret.
us.
yeah, it's a ruse.
So, I mean, is it possible that that sounds like someone else that we know?
I don't know what you're
I think
talking
that-
about.
I
I
don't
think
understand.
I get
what
the
you're getting at.
metaphor. I think I get a metaphor here he's trying to make. He's saying, like, how can he trust us? Like, if we could trust Zug. I'm thinking safe words are our best answer all around here, regardless whether it's a
Sure.
leaving or
You're more than welcome, yeah, to have a safe word against
I'm
us
not-
if you find it so necessary.
Voracious advocate of safe words all around. Mine will become quiet.
I stand by what I said earlier.
So what? Safe words to basically exile someone, vote them off the island.
Yeah, safe word for like I'm guessing like either duel to the death or exiling.
I think
Seems
one of
a-
the two, yeah.
Yeah.
seems appropriate. Yeah.
You know, if you're not willing to be exiled, you have to be dueled to the death.
But we
That
definitely need
seems fair.
to kumquat Bozanaga somehow.
Oh, for certain. I think
Well,
Yeah.
yes, Bozanaga doesn't get a safe word.
no,
How
no,
do you
no
feel
safe
about
words for him.
airships?
I'm sorry, what? Abraham?
How do you feel about airships?
They're awesome.
Do you think that you would, like, want to save the world after this?
Yeah.
All right, I mean, I feel like we're all on the same page.
Yeah, well, okay, so here's the thing. We kind of told Bozanaga that we were gonna like squash the rebellion here because we have mutual enemies. And that we need to give him proof that we like squashed the rebellion, and he maybe has like one of his lieutenants on an airship hanging out somewhere around here.
You know, it's, as he does. They were
Yeah.
going to be there either way.
So we might
Yes.
need to like do a big showy fake battle. And then maybe we take you and Zugzagonku back as like prisoners, and we present our prisoners, quote unquote, to Bozanaga, and then
Oh.
surprise, we like 1v1
Undercover
honor
surprise
duel.
sneak attack in the heart of the castle.
Yeah.
I could
Yeah,
get behind
just-
that.
Cut the head off the beast, right?
Right. Very well. So we need a splashy fake battle. We need to move my troops and Zugchikanku's monsters into cover, down into the forest or into the the cloud cover of the mountains, so that the airships can't see them.
Mhm.
Yeah, make sure
And-
that the civilians are out of the way so that we can blow up a couple buildings, make it look super showy and exciting, make them think that we've
Is
had a big
there,
fight.
Is there a way into the sewers from the outside of the village? Like, could you infiltrate the village through the sewer system? That way you don't have to have a
Are you talking
large-
about the capital?
the capital? Yeah. Sorry.
Yes. We could do that.
How long
We'd have
would it
to
take?
swim through the ocean to do it, but not like the whole ocean, just like the shore. Definitely doable.
How long do you think it would take to get your troops in position in the capital?
In the capital, across all the valleys, 3 days if we really push it, 4 days if we want them all to be well rested and like exceptionally combat ready. Depends on if you want surprise or if you want, rested soldiers. 4 days, 3 days.
Should we drink, share a drink, and maybe party and think on it?
Yeah, I mean, are we gonna talk to Zug anytime soon? I mean,
Yeah, we should probably bring her out
We have been
here.
outside for a while, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably been like hours.
They're on their
Hours.
5th album already.
There, yeah,
Deep tracks only at this point.
I think that Penelope is probably aware enough of the Rock Lobsters to know that they're currently writing their 4th album but haven't released it yet. They're
Oh,
back
so
to
this-
rehearsing their 1st album again.
Okay. So they've looped through, is what
They've
you're saying.
looped through all of their songs. Yeah.
and
Wow, they
albums
practice
usually
a
like 20
lot.
or 40 minutes, so they've gone. So it's probably been like an hour and a half.
Yeah, I mean, something like that. Their albums aren't huge. They haven't released like the deluxe versions of their albums.
And guys, like,
see.
the nuns never let me go see the Rock Lobsters, so I really want to go see them live.
So we just go back inside?
Hmm. Well, I guess let's go have that tea.
All right. Well, back inside, Zugchikanku is, just chatting with the tea house server and waiting for you all to come back. She waves but doesn't verbalize until you're close enough for the non-detection conch shell to take effect. So, have we? What's the consensus here? Can we talk, or are we going to have to resolve matters in a less favorable fashion?
Well,
Please,
believe it or
we can
not,
talk.
We propose a tentative alliance with you, not the collective.
I understand and appreciate the differentiation. That's all I ever want. So, an alliance with me, not the collective. You will have to recognize that when the conch shell is not active, their thoughts are mine, my thoughts are theirs. Rather, my thoughts are theirs. I will refrain from acting in ways that would directly harm any of you, even if the rest of the collective are telling me to. If they are telling me to, then I will start behaving violently in such a way that you have a chance to escape. Or I will activate the shell and turn off the voices.
How long can you have the shell active per day before it gets suspicious?
That's, well, I would say that we were pushing it, but while you all were talking, I was linked. So I would say we have an hour of conversation, an hour of strategizing before it starts to get suspicious. I am allowed a fair amount of leeway thanks to my track record, which, again, I don't love all of my track record, but you do what you have to in order to, all a girl's got is a reputation. But once she has it, she can use it to open doors. Anyway, we have an hour to strategize. I have information that I would offer to you if it would help you trust me. I'm very happy to do what I can to work with you.
Okay. And we kind of lay out the safe word system and kind of our history with Bozanaga and kind of the proposed plan to Elegoshi. All those things that we talked about outside.
Okay, so if any of you say let's because everyone picked a fruit for their safe word, let's say you have to say it twice in a row for it to count. Does that seem fair and reasonable? Like Penelope, if you were to say, "Oh, hand me a banana," I would do that. But if you were to say banana banana, it would mean that I would have to leave.
Yes, that sounds agreeable to me.
Smart.
And
a smart, good distinction. I like it.
Elogashi
smart.
says kumquat, then you would need to leave. Do I get a safe word? Like, can I say passion fruit if it comes to that?
I don't see why not.
Just know that it's either you have to leave or duel to the death. So if it's not appropriate, we would have to fight.
Understood, but leaving is a preferable outcome in most cases.
Banishment, I think is what we called it.
Yeah. Very well. Okay, well, I love this. So we're all friends now. We all have our safe words. Let's see. So you're aware of the history of the world storms in the years past. There was the one many thousands of years ago that involved the awakening of the great beast by the old pharaoh or whatever. Wore a hat kind of like yours, Tor. And, the Gazia slayed Cthulhu and then was slain himself. And then the more recent one, 256 years ago, involving the magic items, one of which, unfortunately, is the cause of this restarting of the world storm. You're all aware of that history, or do you wish for me to go over it?
No, I'm following.
Well, I'm aware of the history from our point of view. Is there anything that you could tell us that would be beneficial from a mind flayer's point of view?
Well, let's look at it from a mind flayer's point of view. In the most recent world storm, not counting the one that just started a week or so ago, in the most recent world storm,
You're gonna have to talk about that. Go ahead.
a series of 10 magical items created by a how would you categorize them? A greater, lesser god, I guess. I'm not sure. 10 magical items came together to create a super magic item, a synthesis that is greater than the sum of its parts.
Yeah.
And it lulled Cthulhu, the drowned god, to sleep. It lulled the dreaming god, whose name I will not say, to sleep. That's how the world storm came to an end in the past. And unfortunately, I don't see how that happens now, because one of those 10 items has been destroyed.
What?
Yes. The boat of Sankyuriang was completely immolated by my brethren. I'm ashamed to say. Saddened to say, really. So that's bad.
No, yeah, that's really bad.
Because that was one of the ways that Cthulhu was defeated in the past.
Yup.
Now, if you go way before that, thousands of years ago, the previous world storm, there was Gazia who stopped Cthulhu. And if the lyre of this god, this the lyre being the super magic item, the 10 items that came together as one, if that is inaccessible now, then it would stand to reason that Gazia would be the other preventative measure to take. Now, the Mind Flayers being aware of that, they'll be looking for ways to ensure that it does not happen.
We kind of went into a mummy pyramid, and there was a weapon that slayed Godzilla. A spear, I believe. What if we could that stop Cthulhu? Or would that be like completely like bad to your religion?
Dear, stopping Cthulhu is what I want.
So if we got like a spear that could kill Cthulhu, potentially.
Maybe, potentially. I mean, in the legends are jumbled, but when what really killed Gazia was the Mad Emperor Atahualpa, who struck his killing blow after Gazia and Cthulhu had battled for quite some time and had already weakened one another.
Mhm.
I mean, we're about to have our own Mad Emperor.
They already have one. We're about to kill him.
I was talking about you, dude.
Rude.
Glad Emperor, then.
Eyebrow.
Glad Emperor Tor the Terror.
Tor's just raising one eyebrow, just giving both of them a look.
So so from the Mind Flayer perspective, those are the perceived threats. One of them has been dealt with, the other one has not.
What?
To be, I would hope that we find a way to allow Gadzia to return to stop Cthulhu.
How would we get Godzilla back?
I wish I knew. So, while...
Well, it wasn't killing Alawampa.
Right.
The way we killed the mummy version of him. It was epic. It's pretty sick.
It sounds pretty sick. I mean, I do not know how one might bring Gadzia back. I'm hoping that given my talents and given your talents, we can work together in order to achieve that. You see, I specialize in manipulation of biology. That's much the same way that each non-Mind Flayer specializes in certain roles, maybe studies a religion or practices scribing or rules a nation or leads soldiers or is a soldier. You each have your own roles. So do we. We're just a little bit more tightly connected because of our forced telepathy, which is just dreadful to live with. But anyway, as I guess you could call me a biomancer, a flesh sculptor, my hope is that I would be able to help resurrect Gadzia. What I don't know and what I don't want to know, because if I do, then they do, is exactly where Gadzia is until it comes time for us to raise him.
I also think that we need to not have contact with the shell inactive.
Oh, I most certainly agree. Well, rather, we have to be very careful when doing so, because I don't want to raise suspicion. So if we're in the same place and the shell is inactive, then we should be oppositional to one another. It's
Right.
like role
And
playing. I love it.
oh yeah, I heard it's a fun pastime. Yeah. Any thoughts? Anybody?
I assume I'm included in anybody.
Yeah.
I do know that a wealth of knowledge is in the immortal libraries of Masara, the archives of West Danica, and the catalogs of the Wayfinders in the Astral Sea. I know that. All of the collective knows that, but those are also very fortified locations. In the interest of transparency, the collective is working on preparing a 3-pronged assault on each of those locations. I hope it fails. I'm not partaking in it myself. I am trying to show that I am helping the collective by maintaining this ongoing battle between Monosokatan and Elogashi's forces against Bozunaga without, while hurting as few of Elogashi's people as possible. I want to protect and help them because I think that they can, maybe they can do good on the grand scale, but even if they can't, they give me a way to flex my muscles without actually causing any real harm, so that the collective
So,
thinks I'm doing what I should.
what will you do after we dispose of Bozonaga?
I think you're going to have to find a way to make it look like you've disposed of me too.
Are we gonna fake your death?
I mean,
I'm not sure. I can't read your thoughts right now, but I don't think I like that. Look, I think you would need to fake my death, and then we'll have to find some way to come back in contact with one another once you know Kazuya's whereabouts, so that together we can raise him.
I'm gonna take out Nelton. Do we have Nelton's map?
You can certainly have a copy of Nelton's map. I think
Okay.
that's totally fine.
So Masara or West Annika or the Astral Sea.
Correct. In terms of where there are great sources of knowledge that might have information about where Kazuya is, it's like, if Kazuya is the end game, these are 3 possible ways to get there.
Gotcha.
Benefit of Masara is that it is allegedly also one of the locations of the Jushbatar Lyre.
And
West
it's,
Danica, obviously you have allies there.
it's also close to Arcathians, which is I'm pretty sure where the God Spear is.
That's exactly correct. It's on the way to Arcathians from where you are now.
But with West Annika, we might get a royal subplot.
With West Danica, you might get a royal subplot, and you could also potentially intersect with the other crew.
Right. In Astral Sea, we could go help our friend the Wayfinders, and his name, who I keep forgetting, and he is a main NPC, isn't he?
Kenawan. Yeah.
Kenawan. But so Kellaruma, that's where like the center of the world storm is currently.
Yeah, so it's currently radiating out from Yurikanoa, I think, which is the capital of Kildaruk.
Which is probably
I've
not
got
the
a view
most
of it
ideal
here.
thing to sail an airship through.
No,
Right.
but I think West Annika would be closer than Masara.
I mean, yeah.
Even though I do really want to go to Masara. I want to go to all your civilizations, Nathan. They're so good.
Thanks. Unfortunately, with the rate of the world storm, going sightseeing in all of them is probably
I know.
probably
bad
not gonna
idea.
work. Yeah, so the malicious purple blob on the map here is the center of the world storm. It has expanded enough to reach Shikiorai at this point, but not Monosokatan, which is where you are now.
Right. We would literally have to like kind of circumnavigate.
Yeah,
Kinda
I mean,
look
with an
around.
airship, you know, options definitely open up. Um, depending on if you can survive like altitude sickness, then you might be able to sail over certain storms. Um, otherwise, yeah, you can go with prevailing wind patterns, head back toward Kokiris, and then up to West Annika, if that's the route you want. You've got kind of a straight shot to Masara, given the weather patterns right now.
If we were to send people to West Seneca, we would probably try to tell
The other party because they're
message
closer.
the other party.
Right, yeah, because they're right there.
As well as if we're messaging people, Kenawan would be the person we would also alert to.
He's knee deep in fighting though.
Yeah, but alerting him to a 3-pronged assault in the Astral
Right.
Sea is not a bad idea.
It's a nice courtesy.
Yeah. That's true. That is true. All right.
So, looks like we will have to fight.
Now we just got to figure out a way to get in contact back with Zug Zug
And plan this.
at a
this
later point.
Yeah.
Right. I think the easiest thing to do to that end is to pick a rendezvous point and like a week of time and just do our very best to both be there. Because if we, for example, got shell phones, then I'd only be able to speak to you if I dropped the non-detection, which means you would be speaking with the entire collective.
Yeah. I mean, I can send a message as in people's brains, but that seems counterproductive.
I mean, look, it depends on if we come up with a reasonable code, because I'm certainly down to try that. But we have to both be very well aware that what you say, everyone hears. So again,
Sounds
if
like
we
maybe
develop a
that-
code,
Or the, like you first suggested, the meeting up at a specific.
If I send a message that's like Zugjagonku, we're coming for you. Be afraid. That could be like a hey, let's meet up at the rendezvous point.
oh, I love it.
That means we have to pick a rendezvous point.
I mean, yes. So, I mean, you know, the Astral Sea is not ideal for me. The Wayfinders are already opposed to Mind Flayers, and they would likely attack me on sight. I can't say I blame them, given the reputation of Mind Flayers and all of that. I understand, but Masara
could-
or West Annika might be better.
Or
somewhere else. I'm open to other ideas.
We can meet in Nathan, I'm so sorry. Haikanaalu.
Haikanalu.
Haikanalu.
Yeah. I would be happy to meet in Haikanalu. I hear it's lovely this time of year.
Very well. Gotta say, I'm pretty shocked that we came to this agreement.
You know, I think the safe word system works very well.
It's all about communication.
That's what I'm saying.
At the end of the day.
Do you happen to know which pieces of the lyre they're going for next?
It sounds like they don't even need the lyre because they destroyed one of the pieces, so it's kind of doesn't work anymore.
Well,
They're still
right.
destroying them.
Destroying them releases energy that contributes to the world storm. Generating enough power from the world storm is what wakes Cthulhu up. So yes, they will be going for more. The last that I spoke with them about this, which was yesterday, places them interested in Tlatzakiyotl and Arcathians.
And Arcathians has the alleged god spear.
Allegedly the god spear. The spear of Actilion, ancient champion.
Hmm.
Do you know how long we have before they attack Masasara?
Well, this is the great thing. If we're planning an attack on Bozunaga, I can find that information out and let you know. I'm not sure how ready the forces are, how quickly that will be set in motion.
Yeah, we should probably get on the Bozunaga killing.
I'm sorry, Lovelies, can you play something a little bit more somber? Like that really isn't hitting the mood here. We're talking about war and destruction and everything. Like, can you sample your new album?
Their new album?
It's not. You're right. Given everything we're
They're
talking
committed to this number.
Yeah, they really needed to practice it, huh?
It's good. Oh. Okay.
Wow. Hello.
What
Hello.
is happening today?
Hello.
Hi.
They did
Hello.
not
Hello.
like not like you asking them to stop one
This
bit.
album's gonna break
Seriously.
the internet.
Frog Lobster's like, you want us to change songs, we'll kick you out.
Right.
No requests.
Yeah, so they start playing much more like eerie kind of ambient music. Closer to their third album. Their third album was a lot like grungier. This one is more in that vibe, but kind of slower and more ominous as well. Much better, thank you. Yeah, so I'll find out how quickly they're planning on the attack. But speaking of planning quick attacks, I believe that's what we need to do now.
Yeah, we have to plan like a showy fake battle in town, and then take you and Elagoshi back to Bozunaga as prisoners, and then we surprise, and hopefully in that time get the rebellion troops in place around the city, so the frog people can make some explosions.
Well, ideally, they wouldn't have to explode the city.
Right, if we can keep the battle localized, that'll be better. That's actually something I could contribute to greatly and look like I'm helping the collective as well. I can use my psionic powers to just kind of suppress and slow down the troops in the city, minimize casualties while maximizing my allegiance to the collective.
Okay.
Excellent. So now we've just
And
got to
then,
put on
quote
the
unquote, you escape in the flurry
Right.
of the city.
Oh, brilliant, yes. And then we'll... where are we meeting?
Haikonolu?
That's right, thank you. You mentioned that. Very well, all right. What I think I'm... Sorry, go ahead.
And when are we gonna do this fake battle? Like, should we do it tonight? Tomorrow?
Tonight.
Okay.
Sooner the better, because they know that you're here.
Oh, fun.
I mean, yeah, it's what I had to do in order for you to talk freely.
Well, then we should probably make our way out, and everything should be set up and proceed with that plan.
Yes. Now, before any of you go, and again, I understand if this isn't the kind of thing that you're into, but if any of you would be interested in some, good old-fashioned trauma bondage, then hit me up.
Oh my god.
Wait, what?
Trauma bondage,
Oh,
Oh, I'm good. Thank you, though.
I
I
understand.
knew I was right.
we got this little fake battle to put on, otherwise maybe, but this is not really best time for
Doesn't
it.
really get you in the mood. I get it.
I mean, Abraham?
No.
Sakshikanku looks truly disappointed.
Come on,
Like-
everybody, we gotta
She
on the
was
grade scale.
saying it with you, but she was eyeing Abraham up and down.
Oh no.
Oh no. That's one ship I don't want to set sail.
All right, very well. Well, we'll set the preparations for the battle.
Okay.
Okay.
And I think what I'm going to do for the battle and the 3 days heading back to Shikogawa, swimming down like under the pier in stormy water and going through the pipes and getting back into the underbelly of the city, I think we're going to just treat that as like a series of skill checks and do kind of a montage thing here with that. There's just so many moving pieces. There's a lot of NPCs involved in every step. I think that will work more effectively. So to represent the battle and to represent the what's the right word? The performance, to make it look good. I'd like for each of you to make an attack roll or cast a spell if you can do that. Casting a spell is going to count as an automatic success. Attack roll is going to be like a standard skill check. And also a performance check.
Is there a threshold for the spell level?
Yeah, let's actually do that. I did not know how long the conversation was going to go, so I didn't actually have this skill check fully written out. But
I thought you said you were ready for like everything.
Nathan was like, I'm ready for you guys to fight. I'm ready for you guys not to fight.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he
always
was
think
ready
I'm
for
ready.
safe words.
Pretend to fight.
I always think I'm ready. Exactly. I was ready for a fight, and I was ready for not a fight. This is exactly the third option.
I mean, this is you weren't ready for the fake fight.
So what we'll say with spells, for every level of spell you cast, I will just add what is the right number? You're level 10.
Mm-hmm.
5. Every spell level is going to be worth a roll of 8, basically. So a first level spell counts as an 8, second level spell counts as a 16, so on and so forth. And I'm just looking for a certain like threshold across all 5 of you to make this look realistic. And in order to make it like an actual legitimate skill challenge, I'm going to say you regain all of your spell slots and you have like your full rest and you're completely healthy and all of that once you reach the underground of Shikogawa again. So you're fully healthy now. If you haven't taken a long rest, go ahead and do that. You had some time on the airship, so you have all of your full rest repertoire of abilities now. You will get it again in the underground, but you've got to pick and choose your spells over this performance, over sneaking down the mountainside, over kind of a montage of encountering monsters and trekking through the jungle back north, and then getting back into the sewers.
Okay. I'm gonna switch out some spells then.
The goal of this first set is ultimately just to really give the appearance of.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Spell slot, did you say?
sorry, what was that, Abraham?
What was the spell level?
It's an 8 per spell
Yep.
level.
8 points per spell level. So as a warlock, you're ideally situated for that.
Yeah.
Okay. 5th level spells.
So a performance check from each of you, and then a spell or attack roll from each of you.
Well, I'll just do
so
my
we have a
performance check.
performance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just get a.
All right. Roll big. Roll good, please.
Got an 11.
All right.
Good rolls, no whammies.
Oh, nice, Penelope. Crit from Penelope.
Nice.
I crit on an important skill check and not just like a random one?
Yeah, not a Royals history check.
Yeah.
18 from Arf, 23 from Penelope, 10 from Finn. Okay. I didn't see one from Tori yet.
No, I was seeing if things would be applicable, but I
Gotcha.
don't know if there's an actual fail, so I don't think I could use that. Fortune of many, I'll just do it. That's a hobgoblin thingy. I don't think I can, because I don't think there's an actual fail to this, quote unquote.
Yeah, I agree with that interpretation.
Alrighty.
Man, there's no like flashy.
See, I've got flashy, but it's not very much. But I feel like, I don't know, part of me wants to. Oh. I can do it. I guess I could cast it at a higher level. It technically wouldn't do anything, but I'm thinking about casting Shield of Fate just to have a bunch of like shiny stuff going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. That was like my exact thought.
24 for the performance from Tor.
Ooh,
Nice.
Tor.
Okay.
I guess like any aura spell would technically have like an aura.
Yeah, my thought was either spike growth or my anti-life shell. But I don't know if the anti-life shell would really be very like performative versus the spike growth. I feel like would be more.
Ooh, here's one I haven't done before. Okay.
Oh boy. What you got?
I have never cast Guardian of Faith.
That is a very flashy one. That's good.
That's a very flashy spell.
That's 4th level, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I've always preferred my Spirit Guardians. That's why I've never really done it.
Mm-hmm.
It also lasts for 8 hours.
Nice.
Yeah, it's very flashy. It allows a lot of the soldiers and monstrosities to sneak out of the city under the cover of night because there's a massive glowing beacon drawing all of the attention elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could use anti-life shell, I suppose, and like push people out of the city with it.
All right.
Okay.
And that's automatically a 5th level spell. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you think I should stock Zone of Truth real quick.
I don't.
It's not really
going to
do anything.
No, yeah.
Tor's gonna talk with a bunch of soldiers set up around like the lighted up areas, and he's gonna use darkness on his anchor. And he's just gonna swing it around, and one that's dark in that area, they're just gonna run out of the lit up areas.
It's the
Make
like
the
anime
illusion that
dust
it's just like-
cloud that people keep flying out of.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like in The Sims 4 when they do the fight and they go into like the dust cloud and you know who wins the fight by like who gets thrown out of the cloud.
Right.
It's gonna be a reference just for specifically one person, me.
I get it.
All right.
It's like I don't have a lot of flashy moves.
I think there's 2 attacks or spells left, but you've already crushed the DC. So.
Oh yeah, I needed to cast Guardian of Faith.
I went ahead and counted that.
Yeah, but I didn't consume a spell slot.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you.
I need to be
so
honest.
You make a very convincing display of force. Zuxikanku and Elagashi do as well. They both appear to be vanquished in a convenient layer of fog that Elagashi throws out by crushing a cloud of mushroom drugs and basically like throwing them up into the air.
I'll be casting light like periodically to make it look like there's like flashbangs or something.
Right. Yeah, it's very convincing. And the Elagashi and Zukchikanku and their forces disappear down the mountainside. Now, I'm going to rewind really quick to conversations with you and Elagashi before this happened, just to verify a couple of things. It'll take them about 3 days to travel across the countryside. Did you want to travel with them? Did you want to capture them, quote unquote, and take them back on the airship? And if so, did you want to time that so that their army gets to the city at the same time? Like, there's a few pieces here that I'm not quite sure I understand the timing.
I feel like we
Yeah.
gotta take him back on the
We would at
airship
least
and
need
just try to
Elagashi,
coordinate. Yeah.
if not both of them, for the whole proof and then the duel.
But definitely have
Okay.
the army coordinate, right? So everybody shows up at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Zukchikanku will lead the army on the plains. You'll take Elagashi back as prisoner. That also gives Zukchikanku the way to kind of use psionics to suppress activity in the city and then nope out of there. And
Yeah.
Elagashi doesn't want to nope out of there, so that makes sense. Okay, that was the piece I was missing.
I have to burn a 3rd level to send back to the ship to let them know that like we did it.
I will say we should send that in the day, and then when they get here, in order to give extra time, we force the crew to join us in drinking for the celebratory of this battle.
With the rock lobsters.
The
Mhm.
rock lobsters.
Are we
Perfect.
doing that?
Because
Buys an
they'll
extra
give-
day.
Right, for the foot soldiers. Okay. So go ahead and make charisma checks to that end to prevent them to, or not to prevent, to convince them to remain in town with you for a day.
Would
If
deception
anybody
work?
wants to help,
Deception would
Persuasion.
work.
Okay, I'll make a
I'll allow
deception
one
check.
help instead of someone doing a roll on their own.
It's a dirty 20 for deception for Penelope.
Perfect.
24.
All right. And who's helping Tor? So
I don't
someone
know.
choose not to
What
roll.
was he? I can.
It's just like the persuading them to stay an extra day, get drunk with us in celebration of our
Raven can help.
victory. I mean, technically,
I didn't really help.
Mer
her.
could help, but he was wanting PCs to do it.
Right. I was looking for PCs to do it. Perfect.
Oh.
Thank you. And then one from Arf.
Okay. I'm good at this.
You're killing
Oh,
it.
you are.
Oh my
You are
God.
good at that.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Why don't you do the charisma?
Well, I could. I'm very.
You have an
charismatic.
11? Is it from your hat?
Oh, the hat.
It is from the hat.
I mean, I
It's the hat
I
tip.
get a 9. That's why I was like, I'm pretty good at these.
Yeah, so the various minions of Bozunaga are happy to partake in celebration and revelry. There's a lot of making fun of Elagashi, but they understand that Bozunaga probably wants to see him alive, bring him to justice, as it were. But you can do that for a day, get back on the airship, and return it to Shikogawa. As you are flying, because you're looking for it, you can see vague troop movement, but they're doing a good job of remaining relatively nondescript. They are, going through a dense jungle area, and so there's a lot of tree cover that protects them from view. I think that's where we're gonna take our break. So you have returned to Shikogawa, and you are ready to. You're rested again, so you can renew all of your spell slots and whatnot, and you are ready to present your prisoner Elagashi to the Mad Emperor Bozunaga.
Let's go.
Right.
Do-do-do-do-do. It's so zoomed in.
I tried to set it at the right zoom twice, and it auto-corrected. the wrong
It's
thing
funny
purple.
because when I loaded into Foundry, it like zoomed in on Zojiganku's face real good. I had the same thing.
Hey, girl.
Hey girl, hey.
All right, let's come back at we'll keep it as close to 5 minutes as possible. So any live listeners, we should be back at 11:20 Eastern. That's 5 minutes from now. Audio listeners, we'll see you next week. All right, welcome back, everyone. Wait, it's been a month since I've done this. That was not the proper way to start this again.
Yeah, come on.
There we go. Okay, now, welcome back, everyone. Let's jump back into the second half of this episode. So you return to Shikogawa in the airship, in one of Emperor Bozunaga's airships. He is expecting you. The captain of this airship sent word ahead that the rebellion has been successfully crushed and Elogashi is in your grasp. And Bozunaga is eagerly awaiting you, showing proof of Elogashi's capture.
Cool. Really quickly, I'm gonna cast Aid. At 4th level. And that's gonna be on. I have 3 creatures, so that's gonna be Abraham and Tor, and let's say my main man Arf. And you guys are gonna get 15 temporary hit points for 8 hours.
Wee.
All right. Any other buffs on Tor or anyone else before approaching the Emperor?
Tor, do you want the talisman? Maybe.
Or
Tor
Shield
is
of Faith.
muted. Hang on. Tor, if you're...
It keeps muting it. Well, I don't know what's going on. It kept muting.
I think first I unmuted it the same time that you did, and then Cody might have done that as
I
well.
think that's exactly what happened.
I muted so I could blow my nose.
Okay, so the question, Tor, was do you want Abraham's talisman?
I think in the original plan, Tor, I forget what it does, but I think Tor agreed that he would take the...
Well, it lets you like roll a d4 to like ability checks. Here, I can throw it in the chat. So you can add a d4 whenever you fail an ability check, and then you can also get the rebuke of the talisman. So when you get hit by an attacker within 30 feet of me, I can use my reaction to deal psychic damage to the attacker.
And I think originally I was going to give you Shield of Faith, which just gives you a +2 to your AC.
Oh, Tor needs that. He's got a low AC.
Yeah.
I'm a squishy boy. What can I say?
Squishy
Right.
boy.
That is exactly
Like
what Tor
how
is known for.
squishy? Like how squishy?
So squishy.
Like what if we
like
threw like a
22
park spin in the...
squishy.
Oh, never mind.
But like, with,
Useless.
well, would Tor rather have Bless, which would add a D4?
I think in a 1v1, probably looking at Bozunaga, mostly physical fight, I think he'll take the AC.
Okay.
I can also give you a death ward. That way, if he actually does down you, it won't technically down you.
Ooh. Wait.
And Finn, weren't you going to enlarge him too?
I wasn't sure if we wanted to do that because it only lasts a minute, so
it
I
does
can
last
do
a
it.
minute. I think
That's 6
But
rounds,
he's
though.
suddenly
Do it.
showing up
Huge.
that much bigger.
I mean, I'm not mad
I've always
about
been
it.
this big.
Would
Happy to
be
do
a
it.
little.
Let's make it happen. Let's just do it. Let's just do it.
All right.
So he
I'll also
doubles in
remind you,
ultimate.
once you're down to 0 hit points, you start getting exhaustion rather than falling unconscious. The death ward would prevent that by 1 round, or potentially by more if you proceed then not to get hit or to heal up in some other way.
I was gonna say I thought we had the pre-Mythcraft
Yeah.
exhaustion.
We
death
do,
save.
but
We do.
I'm assuming
I know,
that
but
in
I was
the
like-
technical rules
Yes,
of the
yes,
battle,
no, I know.
if you were to be reduced, I'm sure that Bozonaga would consider himself the winner.
It wasn't questioning why. It was more I was just remembering that's what to.
Don't
Mhm.
forget
Yeah,
you have
in-
15 temp HP too to burn through.
I got that added in.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
at least like one good hit.
All right, and for the fight, I will have 24 AC, Nathan.
All right.
Well, you already can see my 22, but it's like I don't want to just manually change my AC with it.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good. So you head to the Emperor's Palace. You circumvent the first palace and like the really long drawbridge that connects the two, because you again, you have access to the airship now. So one of Bozunaga's minions just kind of flies you across, and you come in through the island side into the palace. Let me drag you all into the appropriate. Yeah, here we go.
I'm so excited for a fight in this room, dude.
Yeah.
I think in order to like sell the large tours, also right now just carrying. Why in 5 minutes did I forget a guy's name?
Mr.
Elegoshi.
Elogashi.
Elegashi.
Good. That's good.
Like literally just like holding
Where's
him.
Reed
Yeah.
at? Oh, there's 2 ravens.
All right. There we go. I just enlarged you. That was fun. Okay, yes, you're carrying Elogashi.
Mhm.
Bozunaga beholds this and just laughs. You did it. I wasn't sure that you could. Everyone except for this one here, you all look kind of puny, but good job, you did it. As promised, you can have one of my smaller airships. Not my flagship, of course, but you can have one of the little ones. Just leave Elogashi to me.
Your terribleness?
Yes.
Guys, should we just rip the band-aid off?
So we just give him a proper fuck you, yeah?
And then Penelope's gonna give him the middle finger.
Now that's offensive. Why would you do that?
Because we challenge you to an honored duel to the death.
Excuse me.
I challenge to a duel to the death.
Excuse me. He gets up and his weight causes the golden sarcophagus to just kind of like tremble a little bit as he steps on it and then walks down. We had a deal. You would take one of my airships and deliver Elogashi. The deal has been fulfilled. Why would you want to ruin all of it now?
Oh, the deal is through, but now I want the throne.
But it's my throne. You can have my throne, it's mine.
That's why we're dueling to the death.
Well, that's bogus.
You know what's bogus?
Your mom.
I don't even know who my mom is.
That's why she's bogus.
You know what's bogus is your tax code, guy.
I'll
That's
deal
our
with
main
you
gripe
after
against
I'm
you.
still the emperor, because I'm gonna mop the floor with this. What's her name?
The name is Tor.
I'm gonna mop the floor with Tor.
Don't you mean Emperor Tor?
I'm the emperor.
Long may he reign.
Long may I reign. Long may I reign. All right, let's do this.
All right.
Tor.
Tor.
All right. I'm waiting for the thing to pop up.
Initiative.
Yeah.
So we can
I-
roll our initiatives.
I'm gonna have everyone roll initiative, but I'm gonna see if I can hide everyone's values except for the people that are actually participating.
Actually,
That's a high initiative.
What did you get?
I got an 8.
8 for Penny. Okay.
It is probably the
I
only
was looking
time.
for my initiative thing, and it was like, where is it? And then it's like, oh, that's where it is. 17.
Ooh, nice roll from Bozunaga.
Ooh. Does he go
Okay, let's
first
see.
strike?
He will
Uh,
go first
We will
in our duel.
see. It doesn't look like I'm able to hide people from initiative. Give me a second. Or wait, does that work? Yeah, it looks like it does. Great. Okay, I think Abraham is still going to be on that initiative because it's Cody's screen. But all of you can jump in if you want to, when you want to. Obviously, that'll just invalidate the terms. Oh, sorry, there's some weird stuff happening on my screen here. I'm trying to figure it out.
I'm just really enjoying this background music, if I'm being honest.
The music tonight, all night
It's-
long, just bop after bop. I'm here for it.
Bangers, straight fire
Mhm.
bangers.
The
Literally
laptopers know what
here.
they're doing.
Oh, is this
I
also
nev-
them?
No.
Oh,
This is an early.
I was gonna say.
Right. Yeah, okay, sorry, let me... Okay, there's that. That's good to know. Alright, you ready, Tor?
I am.
Kick his ass.
So what, we fight until one of us dies, right?
Of course.
Good.
That is what a fight to the death is.
Yeah, just being sure that that's what you actually meant, because, like, a lot of people say that, then they get kind of squeamish. I'm gonna have to reload Foundry real quick before we start.
I was like, I'm just waiting for that first attack.
Here we go.
Reminder that you can follow us on Discord, discord.com/@thehomebrewdnd while Nathan's reloading. And you can look at fun art, other
Chat with
stuff. Chat with us. Tell us your theories.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us your favorite music choice from tonight.
Oh yes.
Tell us, are you team Zugjigonku? Do you think that she's gonna backstab us? That's
How
Discord.
deep does the ruse go?
How deep?
Ruse on ruse on ruse.
I mean, we are also big rusers. I did not
That's
think
what I'm
this
saying.
this would be the party to get into like the political intrigue, but here we are.
I'm obsessed.
Tour for Emperor.
As we about to start a fight to the death.
You know, we just be liberating cities all over this beautiful ocean.
Booyah.
So it sounds like I get to become world emperor.
I mean,
I forfeit because I'm not here. All right,
Well.
Foundry looks like it's working now. I think
yay.
maybe I'm gonna have to re-roll some initiative real quick.
Womp womp.
Yeah, sorry.
That's
Okay.
actually probably better for us because I think now he goes after you.
Yeah.
Correct.
It's a lot of privately rolled die.
Yeah, sorry.
You even
All right,
rolled for me.
what was your roll supposed to be, Tor?
I think I ended up with a 17, so I think
Okay.
I plus 16, 15.
All right, 17. Yeah, so you will get to go first.
All right, well then, let's do this.
Let's do
Thor
this.
is just gonna start spinning his anchor and attack twice. Okay, I did not mean to try to attack with Myrrh.
Get him, Myrrh.
Deselect. All right, only selected Tor. There we go. All right. $18 to hit.
18 misses.
Ooh. Okay.
He tough to hit.
26 hits. Yes.
All right, now let's throw that damage in there. It's 15. And now I got to remember which one of my abilities is burn a die and do some extra damage.
I wish I had popcorn right now. Just to sit back and watch.
All right.
I am going to go back and forth between Tor and Bozunaga, but any of you, if you decide it's time for you to take an action, just interject. And then we'll start including you in the initiative rotation.
And it's play with fire. I burn a hit die and I do it. That hit die and my charisma modifier for an extra 14.
All right.
And as my bonus action, I'm gonna summon my tentacle to slap him,
Perfect.
as Tor does.
Yep.
Hey, where'd my tentacle go? There it is. For 26.
That hits.
For 6 cold damage.
6 cold damage. All right.
And that'll be Tor's turn. And I'll throw out the tentacle on the map.
All right. Bozunaga will stride forward and he will take a couple swings with.
Oh no!
What is it?
I forgot that I'm blessed, or not blessed. I have an extra D4 damage from enlarge.
See,
Oh, go ahead and add that.
Ooh.
I take it that's not with my tentacle.
You're right, just you.
Yeah, I figured. An extra
Well,
1
thank
damage.
God you get that extra one.
Extra 1 damage.
Damage is.
It's
Watch
gonna
it
be-
come down.
every little bit.
Oh man, that was not even a dent in his HP bar.
All right, let's see. He is going to make several. He's going to make 5 total attacks. Nice.
Oh damn!
No, he's not. He's Bowser. Or he's Bozunaga. He's going to start with his.
What?
He's Bozunaga. He's going to start with his fire breath. So it's going to be his whole action to do this. But I'm going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw as he just opens up and a sheet of flame comes out from his mouth. He moves right up next to you before he does it too. So he wants to be on the bridge. He wants the cool showdown atmosphere.
Okay.
Audio listeners, they're fighting on a bridge of red marble with a lava pit on either side.
21.
You succeed. You're going to take half damage.
Oh, please roll low. That was a lot of
That's
dice.
a lot of damage.
That's a lot of dice.
That's going to be
22?
22 fire damage.
Okay.
But that's his whole turn, so it's back to you.
Okay. All right.
Well, it seems magic and abilities are on the table, so
Can Raven lend the help action?
I think
Would
in order for
Myrrh
Raven to
count
do that,
against me?
I don't think Myrrh would count against you.
Okay.
Can Raven fly over?
Make an insight check, Penelope.
Okay. Insight. 1 second. I also reloaded my foundry. Normal. 16?
Given your familiarity with the royals in West Danica, you're pretty sure that Raven getting involved would be seen as a violation of the rules.
Okay, then never mind. Raven does not come forward to lend the help action.
But
Myrrh, however.
Did you see the battle that the Grizz and Byron Deniston had to the death?
What?
It was on the Royals last season.
I missed that season.
I'm confused
my.
now. All right. So, okay. Some magic and the special things are on the table, okay? So, Tor's going to look at him, smile, and he's going to cast darkness as it's enveloping from his...
Okay.
Enveloping from his...
His anchor.
Boo,
What is
I wanted to
the-
see the duel?
What is the range on darkness?
15-foot radius.
Okay.
Boo, I can't use Rebuke of the Talisman because I can't see anything.
Yeah, so they just disappear in inky blackness. That's your action then, right?
That is my action. I will bonus action tentacle attack, which
This is going to be like The Sims, where fucking one of them gets burned at the end.
Everything's like the Sims, y'all. Sims.
is he blind?
That's a great question.
Can
That's
he
a
see
great
through
question.
the magic darkness?
Can he?
Yeah, he'd have to have devil sight, right?
He might. Let me check.
It's like because it's not. It is magical darkness.
Right. He has non-magical dark vision, so yes, he is blinded.
All right, and so
Oh, nice.
I get advantage in all my attacks, which start with
And
my
you would get-
tentacle.
Disadvantage? Can you see through your own darkness?
Yeah, he has devil sight.
Yeah, I have double sight.
That's why he does it.
It's a pretty good strat. Not gonna
It's a
lie.
great strat.
27
Solid hit.
and it's gonna be 3, and I'm gonna burn a hit die for playing with fire. For an extra 9, and he hit me, so that's best. I do extra damage to him.
All right. So total damage is 12, right? 12 cold damage.
I'm just making sure I'm about to use the right ability.
Oh, okay.
In between turns here, can Abraham reposition with the darkness?
Totally. Yes.
I think I didn't refinish.
I
Okay.
do think Abraham would be like, oh my gosh, and he could walk around the thing here.
He's like, I can't see anything.
Trying to get a better view in the bleachers.
Total of 17
Better
damage.
view of someone.
Yeah, that kind of.
I'm sorry, say the total damage again, Tor.
It's 17 damage.
Okay, thanks. 17 cold damage, right?
Yes.
Because it was your tentacle. Okay.
Mhm.
All
I'm
right.
trying to keep my eyes on Kamek, just in case they want to.
And Myrrh's
Oh.
gonna fly over
Yeah.
to me, provide the help action.
Abraham,
kind
you
of
do have a
cool.
clear view. Well, not a clear view because Kamakiro is kind of lurking behind a pillar, but you have her in your sight.
I actually think that's not a bad idea to kind of mosey on over to her.
I can
Yeah,
see a
kind
little
of make
better.
your way through the all of the turtle soldiers that are watching from the stands. All right, so that was Tor's turn. Darkness is up. The tentacle attacked. Bozunaga is going to make his attacks now. All right. I was surprised that this stat block didn't have Devil Sight, and the stat block actually does, but I remember removing it because it doesn't make sense for Bowser. So that one's on me.
I was like, I don't know what would give him as whatever he is. a
Right,
devil
but
sight.
Bozunaga, the dragon turtle born, has no has no blind sight, or what is it, Devil Sight. All right, he's going to make his multitude. Well, let's just see if his fire breath recharges. It does not. All right, multitude of attacks coming towards way at disadvantage. 24 beats it.
Yep.
Damn.
Dang.
Rolled shitty too.
Yep, plus 12 to hit.
17 piercing damage as he bites you. And I'll need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, let me do that. Do-do-do. $22.
Nice. Okay. Great. So you are not lit on fire from his bite.
Oh my
Well,
god.
that's good.
That's a great thing to not be lit on fire.
There we go. That next one misses. So he swipes at you with a claw and does not connect. And then whirls around with his tail, attempting the same thing. Just wailing on you with everything he's got. And with disadvantage again, another miss in the darkness. Swings back around with his giant, like, warhammer for another miss, and follows it up with another overhand warhammer blow for a fourth miss. So 1 out of 5 hit you. Back to you.
All right. Now Tor gets to have fun. All right. Tor's just going to start swinging. Make sure I'm only selecting on Tor. Not Mur. Just going to move Mur out of the way. Mur is beside me, but not there.
Yeah.
Attack with advantage. Ooh, that was almost a crit.
It was almost, but it certainly hits. A 27 is going to contact.
All right. Let's roll that damage. Holy with fire and anchored in revenge. So that's 11 damage plus another 10. No, that's another 15. Another 3 and a d4 from enlarge. Another 1 from enlarge.
Consistent.
30 total.
Yes.
All right.
Not bad for one hit.
And then swing number 2. Come on.
Ooh, there it is.
There's the crit. All right. So let's
Let's
do that.
go.
Nice. That's that good damage. Crit hit. For 25, and
Okay.
these aren't the other things. They don't get crit damage. They're just themselves, right?
Correct.
Getting some real bad
Oop.
luck with that.
Yeah.
That is only
Roll a lot of
the
ones.
4. It's only 4. No, it's It is 9, not 19. It doesn't get
Yes,
that extra.
got it. Okay.
10.
So we're up to 35 total. It looks like you haven't done the enlarged roll yet, though.
Large roll.
All right,
There
There we go. 4.
There it goes.
And then
So
I'm
39.
also going to hit him 5 feet to the to towards left with Crusher.
Oh, we're playing that
Push
way.
him into the lava.
Push him
I
into the
mean-
lava.
Get him.
He started it with the fire breath.
All right.
Probably means he's immune.
I mean, in my defense, he literally got hit by an anchor really hard, and he just moved.
Yeah.
All right, and then
That is what Mario does, though. Push Bowser in the lava.
yeah, the Mario strat that works so well for him.
Pick him up by his tail.
yeah,
So long,
tentacle does not
Bozonaga.
connect.
16 does not hit.
That is Tor's turn.
All right. Bozonaga is going to step back.
Does he
Onto the
know he
center.
was almost off the edge?
Yes, he can feel that he's almost on the edge. You know that one taunt that he does in Smash Bros where he like teeters on his foot? Like he's well aware that he almost fell. Moves back into the middle of the stage and is going to see if his fire breath recharges. It does. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Damn. Okay. Oof.
Oh,
All right. Full damage on this.
Oh,
43 fire
guys.
damage.
I was just checking something.
ouch. Ouchie.
What do I have to beat?
The dex DC
Yeah.
is 20.
Oh, it's 20?
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
yeah,
so we
I'd
need
take that.
bless or the talisman or whatever.
Yeah, I was like, I have aura protection I could add in, my hobgoblin, but it's like, ooh,
I think the talisman.
Not for-
works
not
on
to-
both checks, not saves.
can't get up to the.
And can you make a
Oh.
concentration check, please?
I can
Me?
do that.
For the darkness.
For the
Oh,
darkness.
darkness.
Yeah.
My old
Ability
friend.
check.
Oh no.
All right, it's down.
Is it?
hmm
Um,
The DC is 10 or half damage.
Oh, okay.
that's a, is concentration's an ability check?
It's a
saving
straight. Yeah, it's a save.
Oh, it's just a save. Well, I was like, could I add my token with that? And what is it?
But you made an ability check.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
What's your? Do you have any save bonus?
Do you have a
throw.
save?
Yeah, you're proficient, so that would bring it up to a 20.
Yeah.
So
Which
if
is
you
still-
get-
I was gonna say. No, wait, that's an ability check. But yeah. Okay, so do I pass? I pass. 20.
With the 20, I think you
21.
still. Yeah.
Yeah.
you still fail.
Half rounded down is 21. So if
Wanna
you
make
have
sure.
Bless, or I don't think Bless is active. I don't know what the talisman does.
I don't think you can use it on saves. I can link it again. Just. To be
Fortune of
sure.
many. I can. Mer's close enough where I can.
Or a saving throw. You
30.
draw.
30 feet within range, I can add up to 3. So I'm at 20, so
Oh, yes.
23.
Yes. Nicely done. All right. It's still up.
Alrighty, this is painful.
How are you doing health wise?
Not
Great.
great.
It's going to be Tor's turn again, but I'd like for everyone to make some kind of check to sway the crowd in Tor's favor. That can be basically anything charisma based. If you've got an idea for something else, then feel free to pitch it to me.
I'm just gonna lie and say Bozunaga killed my mom, and that's he deserves to die. And can I make a deception check?
You can make a deception check. And everyone else, you can go ahead and do something as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna whisper to this guard. Oh, Penelope, nice. Got an 18.
That's an 18.
Nice.
I'm gonna whisper to this guard. If Tor wins, he's gonna lower the taxes by like 25% at least.
The guard's eyes go wide. Go ahead and make a charisma check.
Not great, an 11.
I'm gonna do persuasion.
The
I'm gonna
numbers
try
the numbers don't care about your feelings.
Yeah, go ahead, Alex.
I'm gonna do persuasion.
Arf.
I'm gonna try to get the crowd to start chanting Tor, 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 Tor.
Okay, go for it.
25.
Okay. And Finn?
I want to try to piggyback off of that, and specifically like toward this guy and the ones in this area. And I'm gonna do an intimidation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like giving one an elbow in the knee, like, come on.
Yeah, so those two guards in the back there are just so enraptured with the fight that they don't realize that there's like a fairy in the darkness until you emerge like a bat from it, just chanting for Tor. So they're both scared and impressed. All in all, it seems like crowd favor has swung decisively in Tor's favor.
Tor,
Yes.
Tor, Tor.
Tor.
And Tor, you can go ahead and take your turn. I'll say the crowd favor gives you inspiration.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Let's do this. All right. Well, Tor's not going to let that go. He's going to start swinging away.
A 20 misses.
Darn.
Damn. So it's somewhere between 20 and 26.
Which is exactly what Tor's
Oof.
AC is.
Missed twice. All
Yeah.
right, Pinnacle. Actually gonna move my tentacle before attacking. It's gonna slide beside Tor and
Crit.
Ooh, crit.
Nice.
All right. So that is gonna crush her. I'm gonna move him back 5 feet away from me,
Tor, Tor, Tor.
and let's do the full damages. So 16. Then
All right.
we're gonna play with fire. I want to make sure it lets me select. Play with fire. Why is it not? There we go. Burning a hit die. Anchor and Revenge. For another 9 and 7 damage.
All right, 16 more. Okay.
And I want to make sure I can't. Wanted to check to see if I could divine smite with my tentacle or if it had my weapon. It's a melee weapon.
Okay.
But all right.
All right. Back to Ozunaga. Gonna check for his breath weapon. It recharges.
Damn.
Oh no.
Make a dexterity saving throw, Tor.
That is such bullshit.
That is
Whew.
some Kraken behavior.
Yeah. We're looking for a 20.
And I can still use a Fortune of the Many.
Perfect. All right, so half damage. Half of 38 is 19.
Ooh.
Ooh,
That is. Ooh, Tor is almost down.
straight down.
Almost.
Sorry, you were at 40 a second ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you saved, so half of it. So you
Oh,
regain
true.
regain 19 health.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And he'll close distance again. He'll get back in melee, but it's your turn.
All right. Let's swing away.
Oh, concentration save.
Oh, you're right.
DC 19. Totally fine. 25. You're good.
Yes. Torque.
All right. Let's do this. Kind of advantage. Let me smack you.
20 is just shy.
21.
You know what? I'm gonna use one of those fortunate minis and make it a 23.
All right. Is that proficiency bonus per day?
Yep.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah,
So one left.
I want to
after
make
that.
sure I at least get one hit in a round. All right, so damage normal.
It's a pretty good ability.
It's a great ability.
Yeah, I really love that. It's a hobgoblin racial.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely makes playing a
15?
hobgoblin more like
Dude, I love hobgoblins.
tempting.
I love this
5.
hobgoblin.
33
And-
total looks like. Oh, and divine smite. Okay.
Mm-hmm. All then.
Wow.
For another 9.
All right. So let's see. 33 non-radiant. And 9 radiant. All right.
Don't know if that makes a difference in him, but
The radiant does. I think that, especially given that you can see what's happening in the dark, you would see that the radiant really affects him more than everything else does.
Oh. He is also Crusher to knock 5 feet back.
Okay.
And what?
Oh yeah, that was just your first attack.
Yeah. Dang. I missed the
Second
one.
attack misses. Yeah.
God damn it.
It was so close to a nat 20, listeners.
This fight's rigged.
It
Yeah.
is. It is not a great one,
Did design him for a party.
right?
Yeah.
Party.
Nah. Nah.
Nah.
Be fine.
Nah.
Honor duel to the death.
Oof. I'm wondering if I. So tough. Do I just tentacle attack him again?
I would,
Okay.
at this point, I'd like for Abraham and Penelope to make charisma checks again. Tor, go ahead and finish your turn. Sorry, I forgot. You've got your bonus action.
Yep. Trying to think how I could do that. No, I don't think it would work how I want it to. Ah, darn. Oh well. Tentacle attack.
Man, tough luck.
Darn. Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Charisma or wisdom. I would allow wisdom as well for these skill checks. One from Abraham, one from Penelope.
Wisdom, ability or save?
Ability. Perception. If you're doing
Oh.
wisdom. Persuasion if you're doing charisma.
Persuasion or perception? My perception's better.
Perception.
Ooh. I don't think that was very good.
Yeah, you cannot see through the magical darkness.
I wasn't trying to.
I know, and you can't.
I'm honestly snuck up really close to be kind of close to the wizard, the bird wizard. And also, if we have to hop in, I'm like in spirit guardian distance.
Right. Yeah, so Abraham, you made that tax comment 12 seconds ago, and the turtle that's standing next to you kind of elbows you, and then nods over at Kamakiro, who you see Kamakiro's hands are kind of, tucked into the folds of her robes, but her hands are moving underneath the robes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, as in, do you think I could counterspell?
I think technically Counterspell has to be cast at the time of...
oh, sure. Yeah,
but Dispel Magic, I think, would work, if you have it. Or Breaking Concentration, otherwise.
I mean, I could try to...
Right now, Abraham is the only one who's aware of it.
Oh.
Abraham could certainly tell other people, but just getting that information out in a discreet fashion.
For sure. I don't know if I'm gonna be super discreet.
It is an honor fight.
But they're not being honorable.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Call them on it? Do you call
I was
them?
gonna tattle. I think you should tattle.
What,
I
because you
think-
guys aren't using spells to buff Tor?
Yeah, we did that before the fight, not during the fight.
Come on.
Come on.
You say it is weak.
I think I might just man, I was looking through all my abilities just to see what I could and couldn't do.
And I'm not waiting in the wings to pop a
Um,
heal if I can get eyes on Tor.
But I do think that I'm going to take my form of dread and then like point at Chemic Hero and just make that like screeching noise that they make in that film. Just like, "Ah!" And I want to try and do like an intimidation roll and just
Okay.
start like, Jesus!
Yeah, make an intimidation check.
21.
All right. I'm gonna have Kamakiro make a concentration check against your, as if intimidation was damage. So it's gonna
I see.
not be a terribly difficult check, but there's a chance of failure.
And you're gonna roll a 1.
I
I
might.
hope so.
I might.
I feel it.
It goes down.
They did fail.
The spell goes down. So on Bozunaga's turn, he is stunned, and it's back to Tor.
Wait.
Bastard.
That kettle black.
He's stunned now?
Bozunaga is stunned now.
Does
What
that
was
mean
Homeboy-
instant crits, bro?
Yeah. No, that's if he's down.
No, you're right. That's incapped or whatever, right?
I think it does, because Incapped is... or I can't remember if Incapped means stunned or if stunned means incapped. It's squares and rectangles.
I think it's an
A
automatic
stunned
hit.
creature. A stunned creature is incapacitated, and then incapacitation can't take actions or reactions. Okay, and then automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws, and attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
Have advantage.
So
Yeah.
double
What am I
advantage.
thinking of? Unconscious?
You're thinking of 0 HP.
Paralyzed. Paralyzed. is what you're thinking of.
Paralyzed.
Any attack that hits a paralyzed creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet. I was with you, Cody. I thought the same thing. But yeah, I mean, if you dropped darkness, you would still have advantage for this turn. those of you that are particularly well versed in magic, I think Abraham would be. Penelope might or might not, based on her studies. The haste spell just ended.
Oh.
Well, I can't see in the haze anyways.
Yeah.
I had a whole theory going of like, is Kamakira is Bozanaga really a puppet, and is Kamakira the puppet master? But no.
I mean, that could still be true.
Yeah.
In this immediate case, all that happened is the spell haste just got dropped, which stuns Bozanaga for a round, lowers his armor class back to normal, lowers his actions back to normal.
Ooh.
Get him. Get him.
All right, well, since he's stunned, let's see if I can do it. I'm gonna bonus action move my tentacle beside him and try to hit him with that. Come on, do what I want to do. Let it attack. Bean, stop being fickle.
I know. I need to get under the hood with Foundry again.
All right, well, let's try with just this. There we go. Attack with advantage. Darn.
16 still does
Man.
not hit.
Yeah, I know. It's not going how I want. Dora's just going to move through Bozanaga's area, and he's stunned, so can't do anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
And going to attack him twice. So with advantage, come on, let me do what I want to do. 24.
That's a hit.
Yes.
All right. For that damage, and I'm also going to crush her and move him towards the edge.
Ooh, soft crit.
Nice.
Soft crit. Play with fire, anchor revenge. Get those extra damages going. It's another 14. Ooh, I did not mean to crit that. That's just 2.
31, 33, and you're in large.
Yep. Another
34.
one.
All right.
It's been loving doing that one.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to make another attack. And I'm going to try to shove him with it.
All right.
So what is that just? All right. So I don't really have a not an anchor. What shove? I fail. Dang it.
It'll be back to him. He's no longer stunned. He's only got 4 attacks now instead of 5.
While he's stunned, I am moving a smidge.
Okay.
I'm gonna just move like a little over to the side.
Sure.
You should get in front of Kamakiri, so if he hits you with the fire breath, he's also going to hit his friend.
Well, if I would have thought of that, that would have been nice.
But you are
Actually, now he's going to hit me?
Well, you're within touch distance of Penelope now. Let's see about Bozanaga's breath weapon. All right, and it's dark, so he can't see if Penelope is there or not. Listeners, he got a 6 again and renewed his
I
breath
cannot
weapon.
believe this.
I cannot believe this.
And every
Nathan.
time. That's been every time. He
And
has
now I have to make a
gotten
deck save?
Well, on an odd number, his cone is not even going to hit Penelope because he's not aware
Okay.
you're there because of the darkness.
Fuck.
Even number. All right, both of you make a dexterity save.
It got really dark all of a sudden. Save. Please do good.
That's going to be full
Right.
damage.
Full damage. Shite.
I will
And-
use my Fortune of the Many.
All right. That's the last one, right?
Yep.
So half damage to Tor, full damage to Penelope.
What Penelope fail by?
A lot.
Penelope
She-
failed by 4.
16, but she is in my Aura of Protection now, though.
Oh, she is.
So she passes.
All right. So you both take 19 fire damage.
Ooh. Where'd that come from?
That means that even though it was unintentional, Boznaga violated the terms of combat.
Oh,
Do with that what you
snap.
will. Penelope, do you want to respond?
He's within 15 feet of me, yes?
Fucking
Yes.
set me on fire, you bastard!
Yeah, I will respond, and I will respond with my favorite spell ever, Spirit Guardians at 5th level.
All right.
Hold on, let me get it up there.
Have you considered divine intervention?
Could I Divine Intervention? No, I'll do
You
that my
can-
next turn.
Yeah, you can make the roll on your next turn.
Let's see. Spirit.
Lahiri just plucks Boznaga out of the air, throws him into the ocean.
C needs to make a DC 16 Wisdom save.
He sure does. Bozunaga is famously wise.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he... No, he's not proficient. That's a holdover from the unmodified stat block. Well, he does succeed, so it's going to be half damage.
Yeah, 16 halved.
Okay, 8. Oh, but it's radiant, right?
It is radiant.
Okay.
So it's doubled.
Double damage.
So it's not halved.
No.
It's just not doubled.
Well, it's halved and then it's doubled.
Instead of
Okay, if you
doubled.
want it to go that way, then yes, it's halved and then it's doubled.
Would it be
does
doubled
does
and
anyone
then
else
halved?
respond
Can
when Penelope responds? Penelope,
Can I
finish
bonus
your-
action?
Mhm.
Oh, gosh. Do I need to be able to see someone to heal?
Depends.
No,
on
I
the
can't.
spell.
Sorry, I can't do 2-leveled spells. Apologies.
Correct. Okay.
And also the Shield of Faith goes away because now I have Spirit Guardians up. Sorry.
So we all see the nuns flying around.
No, because they're in the
Um,
darkness.
Yeah, you see them flickering in and out of the darkness. the circles don't quite overlap.
Okay, he wasn't swinging on me very much, anyways. Just breath weapon.
Right. Yeah, so all of you see that Penelope has engaged now.
All right. I think it's time
Ow.
to enter the combat.
See.
And I can't. The issue is that I can't Radiance of the Dawn because it's gonna kill your darkness. FYI.
I know how it be.
But it's also radiant damage, which would do double damage. So if it ever goes down.
Speaking of, if it goes down, make a concentration save. DC 10. Yeah, okay, it's still up. All right. Any responses from anyone else before we're back to Tor?
I mean, I think I'm ready to enter the combat, but I can, wait till my turn or whatever.
Okay. I got, if anyone happens to remember what they rolled, I got everyone's combat order messed up when Foundry wasn't working for me.
Mine's 15.
Okay.
21.
I think I was right after ARF. I think I was like 20 or 19 or something.
Okay.
I
Let me
was 8.
update everyone real quick. Thank you for remembering. That makes my life so easy.
Of course. We try to be good players.
I think the only response that I would have would be I'd look to this guard that's been kind of cool with me, and I would just say, "Stay out of this."
The guard vigorously nods, and you see that down the line, all of the other guards are also nodding. They want no part of this.
So dishonorable.
Good.
Guys, you can't see this, but he just like burned me like a lot.
Shameful.
All
This
right,
is your so-called
everyone-
emperor.
Everyone is active in combat now, so we'll go back to Tor. We'll go back to Tor now, and then we'll proceed normally.
Tornado.
The tornado. That's right.
I like that.
Oh
All right.
my God.
That is amazing. Tor's gonna swing on him.
All right. That's a
25?
juicy hit with a 25. Yep.
$13. Play with fire for 7.
Okay.
Anchor to revenge for 7, and extended revenge because Penelope.
Yeah.
So, sorry, I lost track of that. So 13 plus 7 is 20, plus 7 more, 27 plus
1. 33
Damn,
damage.
33. Perfect.
And then I'm going to Divine Smite.
Okay.
For 11.
All right. He is bloodied. You can see that he's physically trembling after that that smite.
Tor's going to, spit up a little blood and then swing again.
All right.
Oof, no mess with that.
You will miss with that.
Come on, tentacles. Dude,
Tentacle
crit,
crits.
crit, tentacle crit.
That tentacle be critting tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, it's gonna burn another hit die of mine with max from that.
Great.
Ooh, no, I didn't want to make a new macro. I wanted to click that.
The worst part about this is that I feel like you could have actually beaten him if he wouldn't have rolled fucking breath weapon after breath weapon.
Yeah.
It's so painful that he was doing it. It was like, damn.
Yeah. There is a
did the
good chance.
tentacle roll its damage.
Yes, I got the tentacles damage in there.
Okay.
Sometimes it do be like that, though.
Right.
Yeesh.
Dice
No,
gotta
those
tell
are
their story.
just- That was play with fire, and then the different revenges. Tentacle did not damage.
Tentacle did the. Oh. Okay. Tentacle crit and then.
And
Got
then
it,
I rolled
alright.
the playing with fire. I just rolled
Got
all
it.
their abilities. And then crit.
Did you ever name your tentacle?
It's just my tentacle
It's the
for
Torg
22
tickle.
cold. All
What
right.
do you call your tentacle?
That tentacle is. Those tentacles have a torsion.
Tentacle.
I have two very appropriate stories that I will tell you after we wrap.
That's it. That's what. Thank you. A tentacular torsion.
Wow. Oh my God.
I had to cancel a show once because the main actor got testicular torsion, and
That's
his dad was a
terrible.
doctor and had to
Oh.
come to the green room to examine his testicles. It was a whole
Tor's
thing.
out.
Tor
is out.
Tor's bad.
This is killing me.
Tor said, nope.
Pippin was like, "I'm out of here."
This is where I draw the
Testicular
line.
torsion.
Right. Okay, it's Bozunaga's turn. Let's see about this breath weapon.
No, what the bullshit?
What?
Really quickly though,
Impossible.
he does need to make a DC 16 saving throw.
Oh, he does. That's right.
He does. He do.
Remind me,
I
wisdom.
can't believe this.
Wisdom. Oh, that's some bullshit, Nathan.
He fails that, so full damage.
Double because it's radiant.
Double half.
Double.
He doesn't double it. He just takes normal.
Oh, he takes normal?
Yeah,
Okay.
as opposed to having what it would have been. Pippin's gone, got it.
Yeah, he has
Pippin
not
left
come
the
back.
chat.
Number two.
Must be having some internet troubles.
Yeah.
All right. Well, again, I'm gonna check and see if Penelope is in the line of fire or not. On an even
Okay.
roll, you are in the line of fire.
Yeah, that'd be.
All right.
Dang it!
Go ahead and make a dexterity save.
You are
Yeah,
within
I
the aura thing.
I am in the aura of protection.
Mhm.
Dex save.
Yes.
Me vamping, giving time for Pippin to get back in the chat.
Blah,
Add a
blah,
+5.
blah.
So it's gonna be +5 is 16.
All right. That is gonna be full damage.
Ah, dude, I'm so squishy. I
Yeah,
could go
give yourself a
down.
bunch of saves.
If it's above 41, I'll be down.
There's a decent chance.
You rolled 41.
Stop it.
Stop it, Nathan!
Jeez.
Well, that's 41 fire damage.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm
You
at
said
0
more
HP.
than 41.
Well, 41 was the exact amount of hit points I had left, so...
Oh my god. So,
I have a death... take a death save now, right? Or a death point. Or
Um,
exhaustion.
Let's see. Is it immediately when you hit 0? When you end your turn with 0 hit points, make a death saving throw. So no, right now you still have 0 exhaustion.
Okay, oh my gosh. I need to not be here
Yeah, I do need a concentration save for Spirit Guardians.
for Spirit Guardians. Dang
DC
it.
20.
I don't know if I can beat a DC 20 con save. I could if I crit.
aura of protection, right?
I mean, a
Um,
14 and 19's not going to do it.
No, so Spirit Guardians is down.
Dang it. Yeah, I need to move.
Or heal or something. Divine
The
intervention.
return of Tor.
Tor.
He's
Tor, you have
back.
to roll a saving
He's
throw.
back.
Yeah. My internet went out. I was like, and that's my turn. And then I was like, wait, why is it silent now?
I mean, the timing was hilarious, but
It was. We thought you were intentionally leaving after the torsion comments.
Tentacular torsion.
Yeah.
Oh, he just left.
they
again.
were worthy of being like,
Oh.
no.
Tor-
That's it.
Considering his name used to be Tor's Balls.
That
Right.
was
Oh no.
a recording joke, and you guys know it. That was never
so-
supposed to be out in the public.
Tor, go ahead and make a dex save. He got his fire breath back.
Oh,
Oh.
joy.
because
There's
of course he
depression in
did.
Tor's voice right there.
All right, let me reopen my sheets.
I mean, it doesn't matter if you
reload
pass or
everything.
fail. Ultimately, you're gonna go to 0, and my death.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are going to drop down to 0.
Yeah.
It actually doesn't matter.
And I just dropped to 0 as well.
You just dropped to
Like-
0?
Yeah, dude. 41 damage, and I had exactly 41 HP left.
Oof.
It was a great podcast moment that you
Go
missed.
ahead and make your save because it does matter for your
My
concentration.
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So dex save. Burn that inspiration. Dex save.
worthless.
Yeah. Okay, so make your concentration check, DC 20.
All right. Dang.
Darkness goes down. That does mean Tor, or not, well, a Tor as well. It means that Bozunaga is visible, and that'll bring us to Abraham's turn. Both Penelope and Tor are at 0 hit points. They have not started to gain exhaustion yet.
Yeah, I think Abraham's going to run 5 feet up the wall and then run 35 feet down the hall to be just like over this Koopa Troopa dude.
Uh-huh.
And then I will launch some Eldritch Blasts at Bozunaga.
All right.
Eldritch Blast.
And I came and I started blasting.
Ah, fucking botched.
I'm sorry, it's not funny.
That's probably a miss. 18.
18 does miss him, even with haste gone.
That's right. He had extra
Well.
AC from haste. I forgot about that myself.
Yeah.
I think that's all I've got because all my stuff is basically determinant on me hitting him.
Yeah.
All right. That's Abraham. Next up is going to be Penny.
Oh, geez. Okay, I thought I had more time to think about this. Man. Okay, who do I heal? Nathan, no one's ever taken a healing potion in your campaign thus far.
That can't be true.
I don't.
Not,
I
maybe
think
not most, like, in the midst of.
I mean,
Lots
we
of
took
combat.
a bunch of potions, but none of them were healing.
I have.
We
I
have
healing
that life
potions.
mushroom.
Is
have
the
3
question
healing-
action economy?
Yes. I was
Um,
wondering if you house rule it that a potion is a bonus action.
Bonus action for yourself, action for your feeding to someone else.
Okay, cool. That changes what I want to do then. Okay, so I'm going to action. I'm going to touch Tor on his bicep, I guess. I don't know. And I am going to cure wounds at. The issue is what level. I'm gonna 4th level cure wounds.
Okay.
Tor.
Nice roll.
28 HP back to Tor. And then I have 3 healing potions. I think they're just regular heals though.
Okay.
I don't think we took any greater heals, and that's just D4 plus
2d4 plus 2.
2D4 plus 2. Okay.
Oh, also, Tor, sorry, you should have only dropped down to 1 hit point because of Death Ward.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so get 1 more hit point back.
I was doing the run.
Nice.
I'm gonna down a heal, get 10 HP back, and then I am going to hug the wall and kind of hopefully get out of his cone.
Okay.
That ends my turn.
All right. That'll bring us to the top of the order with Kamakiro. We're a little bit over time. So I think, how does it sound to everyone? How do you feel about going through 1 more round of combat so everyone gets a chance to do something, and then we'll resume and finish this out next time?
Sounds fun to me.
Sounds
Are-
hunky dory to me.
Perfect. All of the bystanders are getting out of the way. They want no part in this.
Okay, yeah, I was about to use spike growth, so I saw them all moving. I was like, wait a minute.
No, they're terrified of this. They want no part in it.
Can I make them? Can I start like the wave?
That's what you're doing.
Come on the train and ride.
So-
Whoop, whoop.
I mean, these turtles are very musically inclined. So at every
Oh
like
my-
key moment in this like death metal music, they're like turning to face the audience and they're like waving their hands.
Bop, bop. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Okay, Kamakiro will fly up to Bozunaga, hovering over the lava here, and will tap Bozunaga as her action. And if my freaking foundry is going to work here...
I will counterspell it if I can.
Okay, yeah, you can counterspell it. So you see Bozunaga starting to grow larger, and then he shrinks back down to his normal size.
Aw.
Not today, Kamiko.
I believe Arf, you're up next. Finn is on deck.
Oh,
Mhm.
boy.
Performance issues there, huh?
Says the guy that's
Bowser just Bozunaga glowers at you.
Who?
Bozunaga.
Bowser Naga.
I will. Oh, I don't know if that's gonna hit. I want to try something with that. You know what? I'm gonna try to frostbite him.
Ooh.
Okay.
Let's see if I can give him disadvantage on his attack. Oop, if I can hit the right buttons. Okay, there we go. Let's see, frostbite. Oh!
Oh my god.
Aw.
I botched it. I don't know why it rolled twice. I botched it.
You sure
That
Just
is
to
did.
show
nice.
pain.
That has been this
Just a
whole
show
night.
pain. Wait, I think I can do something.
Wait a second. You typed 1d20 R1.
I don't know why I did that.
I think that meant that it had to roll a 1.
Yeah, I had to roll it.
Yeah.
What?
I'll let you roll again.
I didn't type that though. I just did the thing. for my
That's what your
frostbite.
frostbite's thing is set to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's set to automatically roll
Let me see
one.
this again.
1d20 roll 1.
It didn't do it that time. I just did the same
Weird.
thing.
Okay. Well, either
So-
way, even a 16 would miss. So
Well, hold on. I think I can do something. I'm gonna use one of my lucky points and try again.
Ooh, I have inspiration.
Okay.
is it supposed to be a saving throw?
It's whenever you make an attack or ability check or a saving throw, you can spend an additional d20.
No, I
before
mean
the outcome.
frostbite. Frostbite
Is
is an attack roll, or the target must make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, and I think it's like Ice Knife, where it's like you take either the full damage or the half damage, I think.
It
On a
wouldn't be
hit.
half
Yeah,
damage on a
it's
cantrip.
just it just makes
Yeah.
a
It's a con save.
con save.
So
You
get
don't roll.
yeah,
other than
get your
damage.
get your luck point back.
Okay.
But he makes his con save
My goodness.
Jeez.
with a
Pretty good
32
at that is.
to double the DC 16 con save.
Wow.
He might be cold blooded, but you know, I don't know where I'm going with that.
I was just letting you cook.
I was waiting to see where that was.
Yeah.
going. Jeez. Okay. Well. That's all, folks. I'm just gonna move over.
All right.
A little bit.
You're up, Finn.
You forgot
Oh
to
my
tip your
gosh.
fedora.
I feel like a tip of the fedora's at least got to be psychic damage, Nathan.
Oh my gosh. that was too
Bozunaga
funny.
is not classy enough to recognize it.
Of course not.
All right.
What is that bull?
Finn has just moved. She's just tucked up over here with her little gaggle of all of these guys that are hiding behind her now. And I did want to ask, okay, so I've got the enlarge up on him. It's concentration. If she just like pops off a couple of shots, does that drop that enlarge spell?
No, the only things that are going to drop concentration are if you cast another spell with
Another-
concentration
okay.
or if you take
Cool.
damage.
All right, that's what I thought. I just wanted to be sure. All right, we
Yep.
are going to. She's going to try her new little, and we're aiming at Bozunaga.
Okay.
So this is does 16 hit him by chance?
16 is not going to hit Bozunaga. It bounces off of
Okay.
his spiky
Rude.
shell back.
All right. Well then, I'm gonna. What does she get? She gets. I gotta get one more. So we're gonna do that one more time. How about a 24?
That one hits.
Hey. All right. So that's gonna be 7 piercing. It looks like.
All right.
Pew pew. And that's all I got. Little by little, right?
Little by little,
Is Kamakira flying?
Kamakiro is flying, and it's back to Tor.
Okay. How far down is the pit of lava than the bridge?
5 feet.
Okay.
Not a lot.
No,
It's
I
really
won't do
close.
that.
Yeah, the heat is immense.
Oh yeah, I'm sure of that. All right, as a bonus action, I'm going to use my. I'm going to channel Divinity, Vow of Enmity, and I'm going to curse at Bozunaga because
This was supposed to be a fair fight. And now I will kill you.
I mean I don't care if it's hypocritical or whatever, but what I basically do is I now get advantage on my attack rolls against him for the next minute
Okay, nice. Without the darkness.
without the darkness.
Yep.
And then I will
Alright.
attack. Wondering if I want to hit Kamakiro at all, though. But I will leave it up to everybody else. Make sure I'm selected on mine. All right. Door's going to attack. 22 to hit.
It does.
All right, that's 13. Playing with that fire one more time. For another 13. He only hurt me last turn. No, he hurt Penny and me.
Mhm. Yes.
Yeah, and it sucked.
So, gonna revenge the hell out of him.
Okay.
For as much damage as I can.
8 more. Is that 32 total?
And then I'm going to making sure I can I can smite with a level 1 spell slot.
Yep.
Oh. He was giving me a notification. It was like, but that's not it.
All right.
11.
He's not liking that.
And that was attack 1.
Let's see attack 2.
Well, crit.
Almost.
Oh.
It's still a hit.
Oh,
All right. Burn my last with playing with fire. For another 12. Extended revenge. Another 5. Anchored revenge. Another 4.
Okay, that's 21.
D4.
22.
And then I think that's all I can do this turn.
Base damage from your anchor.
Oh, I didn't actually roll my damage.
and don't you get enlarged damage still?
It's in there.
He did that, yep.
Another 12.
34 total. All right. Oh.
And I'll knock him back 5 feet into Kimikiro.
All right. It is his turn. Let's get that fire breath back.
No.
Oh.
So
Oh,
close.
he
Or wait,
doesn't.
does he get it on a 5?
Only gets it on a 6.
Yep. He's just
I
gotten
know
so
some
many
creatures
sixes
it's
in a row.
5 or 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some creatures
He-
it is 5 or 6.
He's rolled so many 6s.
Yeah, he can miss one.
Yeah.
He's just,
It's fine.
in general, rolled so many d6s.
Right. Okay, he's going to move up to Tor again. Supposed to be an honorable fight. I'll show you an honorable fight. And he's just going to bite at you. 16. He's going to claw at you. 25, that one will hit.
That will hit.
You're just nibbling on me.
19 slashing damage. He's going to swing his mace at you. 26 will also hit.
Warding flare. Take it as disadvantage.
Ooh, okay. Turning it.
Nice.
20.
20 does not.
All right, turns it into a miss. And he swings around for a tail slap. For 27.
That'll hit.
Ooh.
That's 23 damage.
Oof. Yeah.
That was
All right.
horrible.
You're back down?
Tor
Yeah,
goes back
back down.
to 0.
Perfect. I mean, sorry.
Well, to,
And
to 0 for the first time.
yeah, right, because you had the warding flare and whatnot. Or the death ward.
word.
Your turn, Abraham.
Abraham, he hit me. Are you going to do something?
I can't because I use my reaction to counterspell.
Oh, that's right. You counterspelled. That's right.
What good is this token?
It has been useless because you used darkness as your first action.
Well, I had advantage.
You have an ability that gives you advantage for a minute without darkness.
But I need it now.
You could have used darkness now.
I can use darkness now.
Well, but now all bets are off, so everyone can attack him now. And you can
Yeah.
see him now.
That's true.
And I can radiance the dawn without killing the darkness.
I think I'm just gonna keep attacking Bozonaga.
All right. Let's see them rolls.
Also, darkness would have been better if he had, you know.
Oh my god. 27.
There you go.
That
That
hits.
hits.
Almost crit though.
It's better
Oh
than
my
not hitting.
God. I did 1 damage for 5 total. I'm gonna use my ability since I did take my form of dread just before we like jumped in here.
Mhm.
Shoot, where is it? It lets me add an extra D10 somewhere in here. Form of dread. There it is. Grave touched. Yeah, there we go. When I hit a creature with an attack roll, I can
Okay.
do an extra D10.
It becomes necrotic damage. And roll 1 additional damage die.
Perfect. I don't know if necrotic's gonna like do anything crazy since Radiant did, but
Let's see. It's just normal.
for 1 extra damage, y'all.
1 extra damage. All right.
Damage is damage.
That's right.
Hard
That's
to
right.
shove him.
I can shove him. You are right about that. I do have my repelling blast. I can push him 10 feet away from me in a straight line,
Okay.
and I'll shoot another Eldritch Blast since I get a double dose of that. Next level, it becomes a triple dose. Motherfucker!
I thought that was the goal of the original Eldritch Blast. I'm not going to lie.
What?
Was to shove him 10 feet.
Didn't I?
Oh, is
Yeah,
it
but he's
10
a
feet?
big.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Okay.
He's in the lava.
Yep, he's in the lava. He looks fine.
Yeah.
As the lava goes, he looks fine. He's not happy. He is very hurt otherwise. He's got multiple bleeding wounds that look like puncture wounds from an anchor. Like, just let that sink in. He's not happy.
I wonder how he got those wounds.
There's all kinds of
mystery.
burns all over Tor.
It happened in the darkness. I'll never know what happened.
Right. Okay, any
All right.
movement from Abraham?
No.
Okay. That'll
Maybe
bring
I'll
us to Penny.
step back down to the ground.
Sure. Just casually. Okay, we're back to Penny for the last round of the night. Last round.
All right. Radiance of the Dawn. So I need
Nice.
2D. He needs to make a con save, which I don't think he's going to have issues with.
That's a 24. So I think he's only going to
he
take half damage.
saves. Hold on. 2D 10 plus 10, but it is radiant.
It is radiant. Okay.
18. And I wish I had a flashier move, but I'm going to bonus action, healing word. I'm going to say, good job, buddy, and give Tor a thumbs up. And I'm going to fourth level heal word on him for 12 HP back.
Nice. All right. And any repositioning, or are you happy where you are?
I'm happy where I am.
Yeah. Kind of protected by one of the columns.
Yeah.
All right. So Bozunaga is really not doing well. He's got very little fight left in him. Kamikiro is still at full health, and Kamikiro also has interest in ruling everything. So we will freeze here. Leave your character sheets mechanically untouched between now and next time we record, and we'll resolve this fight in 2 weeks. I don't love stopping in the middle of combat, but it was just inevitable this time. So, listeners, thank you so much for joining back in after, or for me after a month away, for the crew after a month away from the actual game. But obviously, we were here 2 weeks ago for
Only Finn.
Yeah.
But it wasn't only
And-
Finn. It was the rest of the cast too.
I see what you did there. All right. Sorry, when my computer crashed earlier, when my Foundry crashed, it also crashed my outro. Here we go. This has been Sanity Damage. we were going to get there. This has been Sanity Damage, To Whom the Sea Belongs. Thank you so much for joining us all on this epic voyage. We would love to hear from you. We've heard from many of you in chat, so thank you for jumping in and talking with us. We'd love to hear from you. Go to Linktree/Sanity Damage to get links to all of our social media. The best place to hang out with us is Discord, discord.gg/thehomebrewed network. This show is a homebrew live stream, and our dice sponsor is Fan Roll Dice. So you can get amazing dice and dice accessories at fanrolldice.com, and be sure to use coupon code homebrew for 10% off anything on the website. I always use that coupon code whenever I get Fan Roll Dice. I've got 5 or 6 sets from them now. They're great. Love Fan Roll Dice. That's fanrolldice.com. This campaign is dedicated to Brandon, who we hold in loving memory. To Whom the Sea Belongs is a Sanity Damage campaign set in the Kaleidosphere. Join us in 2 weeks, and we will wrap up this coup d'etat for a new island nation. Have a good night, everyone.
Have a good night.
Night.
Doodles.
Man, I thought